finals now? You betcha! Over here at Twitch Rivals, it's a League of Legends Team Draft Showdown Part 2. It's been a long 3-day journey, but we're here. We've got our two worthy teams after a bunch of battles, but now it's time to settle it. Doa, Pyra, Degon here. We've been with you for all of the action. A lot of fun. Let's take a look at the bracket to see how we got here today. Emblos losing to Toast, who's not on that team. Genius Gang with the genius Voyboy in the mid lane. He's on that team, taking down Toast. Limit Test able to grind one out after losing and ending the unbeaten streak of Tarzan, but they're still able to get the victory overall 2-1. And then the Ferrets, 6-0 in the group stage, 0-2 in the semifinals. NB3, you know how that goes. Genius Gang will be in the finals against Limit Test.
Yeah, it feels bad, man, when you get all the way up to promos and then you go out pretty quickly. Try again next time.
It's a shock. Genius Gang coming in on the tiebreaker now, making it all the way to the finals.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's take a look at our stats from the tournament. Big players make big plays in big games. The Ferrets, they're 6 wins, and that's where they ended up finishing. As you can see, 7-3-7 KDA, Limit Test at 5-4-5, and Shiv Happens at 5-3-4. It was a close battle between 2 and 3, but Limit Test on top, and they'll be facing Genius Gang, and we've seen this battle before.
It's still a crazy high KDA for Ferrets to end with, actually, but you are right. This is a rematch of 2 occurrences we've had in the last 2 days between Limit Test and the Genius Gang, and Genius Gang has looked honestly pretty outclassed in a lot of those.
Yeah, mostly because of the play of the captain there. Maybe not reflecting in KDA the same way that the opposite captain TF Blade has been able to, but Voyboy leading his team, setting up the right mental for his squad. He talked about how much he's prepped for these moments. All 36 hours of prep last night.
In one night. That's amazing.
Yeah. How does he do it?
It's impressive. I mean, unfortunately, it didn't translate to less deaths over the course of the tournament. TF Blade has really just looked freaking amazing.
Yeah, man. The teams overall as well, as you can see. Limit Test definitely exceeding in most of the stats there.
Yeah, slight gold leads here, and these were the stats coming into the day. You can see the record 2-4 Genius Gang. That might be the record of your champions from the group stage, but that's why we have the tiebreakers. Yeah. That's why we play the games, because the upset victory, the number 2 seed from Group A beating the number 1 seed from Group B, and now it's an all-A affair. Everybody was wondering, when's Group B playing? Well, they don't play anymore. Those 2 teams, if you didn't catch them earlier, that's all you got. So we had a bunch of different guesses and a bunch of different predictions here. Doa, you've been leading us the whole way. Lead us one more time.
I mean, I feel like you have to say TF Blade's team is going to win this. As impressive as the Genius Gang have become today, and I think they're not a bad team. I just think you look at the group stages, I don't anticipate too much changing from there. You could argue that maybe TF Blade's team has been figured out a little bit more. The last series may have indicated that a little bit. But I think they showed some diversity, some ability to sort of overcome the only split push is the only way we win kind of like mentality with that. So I'm going to go with TF Blade's team. I think Limit Test is going to take it.
All right, those are all very good points, and I will fully admit it. However, there's no way for me to catch back up to you at this point, Doa.
That's correct.
So I can be completely unleashed to go for Genius Gang because they just 2-0 smacked the Ferrets. I'm going to let them have this one. I think there's a little bit of razzle-dazzle. Voyboy, 36 hours? He's got some more cooking up there, I'm telling you.
I'm not unleashing you to make a wrong decision, but if you want
we'll see at the end of the day. Hey, look, I win the moral victory if I get this right. Even if I don't have the overall
I don't
win.
think that's how moral victories work.
That's how the rules go.
That's not how it works. And you know what? All you big brainers, the Genius Gangers, you guys just got torpedoed by the Pyra pick because he's been wrong most of the day. I'm going with TF Blade. They've looked dominant. We've seen this matchup not once, not twice, but we're about to see it 2 more times because it's a 2-0 for TF Blade coming. I believe in the fact that TF Blade on the top side of the map is just going to have whatever he wants, do whatever he wants, as well as the fact that we're going to have our first back-to-back Twitch Rivals champions. I have been corrected. There's been a couple of 2-time champions, but none that were back-to-back. So Tarzan on the way to do that. Now, you've heard us predict all day. Let's take a look at those standings as well. Doa, he's the winner. He's the champ. He's won by
When did I get it wrong earlier?
Good question.
Wait, I haven't gotten any wrong
maybe they're just adding like ones to the Elcon to make us look a little better?
I haven't gotten any wrong.
You've gotten 2 wrong.
Today?
Not today.
Which one have I gotten wrong today? Because I started
the day with 1 wrong.
At 11-1. So which one
maybe
did I get wrong
they
today?
counted your pick against the Ferrets against you. Or Tyler won as well.
We didn't call that one. Yeah, but it was overall who makes it.
The producers heard it in the background and counted those. That's why I also have that many losses. That's why. The draft is ready. Enough about our
Changing the rules on
predictions. Let's get ourselves into
bamboozled.
the finals. All you guys been waiting for. Thank you guys in Twitch chat. Everyone watching along, all the mods, all the players, all the streamers, all the personalities. We've been here with you the whole time. Let's get into it. The finals, Limit Test against Genius Gang, a rematch of the Group A matchups.
That's a
I
mouthfight
was just
ban.
told I was right.
I didn't hear that.
Toa was
I
right.
didn't hear
I was right. I only accept perfection.
Vindication. All right.
That's right. Thank you, producer.
The question I have on my mind is there's a Malphite ban. Why?
That is an excellent question, but it does result in or help result in Olaf pick finally for Tarzan. He got it.
He did get his hands on it, and there will be the Aphelios pickups. The takeaway from value on this.
There's no Jax here.
Yeah.
No Jax ban.
It's going very fast because we're already in the bands.
Olaf
Fresh
Jax.
looked into low pally. So 2 takeaways.
Is this
here
part
for
of
Genius Gang.
Voyboy's plan to lull Limit Test into a false sense of security by giving them all their best champions?
This is true, but he might have gotten confused
biggest
because
brain
he
play.
said during the interview he also prepped for the other team to get through as well.
that's
So
true.
maybe
He prepped for
he's
both.
like mixing his picks and
36
bans.
Well, they
hours,
took
man.
their bot lane away at least.
All right,
Yeah, Santa lock in for value. Okay.
and Tom Kench. Yeah,
Okay.
Papa Chow known to be a Tom Kench player, so not surprised from that one. And
Unbench the
that's the
Kench.
case. It does kind of look like there might be a Jax ban coming on through in the second round.
Yeah. Wouldn't be too surprised there. They hadn't really thrown anything at the top except maybe the Kennen and the Ornn. Lock in for Master Fiend is going to be the Jarvan. This could
All right.
also be a mid pick. We have seen it. But I think it's more likely to be jungle.
So does Genius Gang ban the Jax? That's the thing, because they've already banned the Ornn. So do they ban the Jax and the Vlad?
Twitch chat ask, begging
We
for
got
the
an
ban.
answer.
I guess Fiora's still there at least. They do ban the Jax. There's the Akali ban. All right.
Okay, so we're kind of starting to fall into that pattern as the first couple picks throw in a little bit through the loop. Now, do we see maybe like a Fiora band or something else?
Can Fallen Bandit play Ornn? Because they will get the first pick, I believe. So if they don't ban the Vladimir, then and Limit Test doesn't ban it, then Fallen Bandit could pick it, and he has played it earlier in this tournament. So
There's a chance the Aurelia is the
Aurelia.
band of choice. Okay.
all right.
Another TF Blade specialty, a little bit further outside the meta right now.
I think they really
in
want
terms
the
of
Vlad.
picks, but yeah, I think the Vlad is what they're trying to set up for right now.
Limit test, sniff that out.
Either that or the Fiora is still open as well.
Waiting to
it's
see
like-
these this final ban here, Limit Test. TF Blade touched on it a little bit here.
Oh, that was going all the way back to some of the first pickups.
That's right.
for
Just
Genius
scale to
Gang.
win.
Yeah.
So we might
There's
see
the Vlad.
There it
There it
is. It's Vlad.
right.
But you still have 2 solo lane picks available
the
to you.
Tryndamere. They forgot about the Tryndamere. How could they?
They had a plan, and the plan is called Tryndamere.
Yeah.
Not
I like
right
it. It's big, it's bold, it's different.
It certainly is.
It's not really different.
It doesn't die when it's supposed to die.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see a Kale pick here.
or-
Fallen Bandit
Orianna.
played it earlier.
It's possible. Speaking of champions that don't die.
Well, they've already got the Vladimir. I guess it could go mid.
could go mid, yeah, but I mean, do you need to into the Orianna? You could go. Yeah, no, I think
Fizz. Anivia, the shifter tribute.
Shout outs to the former teammate. Let's see.
5 seconds to find out.
The boy genius. 36 hours of research leads to a Gnar pick in the top.
So it's Jarvan mid.
I like it.
No.
All right.
Sorry,
What?
Jarvan jungle, Vlad mid.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, and you're just going to out-kite him here with Gnar, a competitive staple on the top side of the map. Just got to
Yeah.
make sure you don't let Tryndamere close that gap.
I
Yep.
like it.
Right.
Trying to just counter what TF Blade wants to do.
Well, TF Blade wants to constantly push. The picks are in. We've gone through all of the group stage, the tiebreakers, the semifinals, and now we have our finals matchup. It is TF Blade against Voyboy. Who's going to take it? Game number 1 will get us closer to an answer.
About to find out. Oop, the level 1.
Oh, a little bit of a level 1 chase going already.
Make sure you guys vote into the poll here. Who's been the most surprising team so far in the tournament, as well as if you see any big action, as you have done all throughout the day, use the hashtag Twitch Rivals when you clip things. You can be part of our clip of the day at the end of the day.
Tarzan is just so deadly on the Olaf.
Yeah, surprised they gave this to him, but there's so many weapons on this limit test side. You can't ban it all.
Yep, that is true. I think that is one of the problems playing against limit tests is that they do have a lot of people on their team with a lot of different good champions.
Mm-hmm. There were a lot of good takeaways, though. I do think they've thrown limit test off a couple of the comfort picks. Mm-hmm. Finally, someone takes away values. Aphelios, Otto grabs it. Low Pally takes the Thresh away from Papachow. Of course, Papachow's still fine on the Tahm Kench, but when you're used to playing one champion for most of the tournament, and you suddenly find yourself in the finals having to play something a little different, you can sometimes throw a spanner in the works.
True enough. I really do like the Senna pickup for value instead. The Dawning Shadow, or I think it's called Dawning Shadow, right? The ultimate. Yep. Just the fact that you can put these big shields on all your teammates during a team fight is so valuable, and it makes you so tanky. And you compare that with the Olaf and the Tryndamere getting in there, cutting people up. That's a lot of damage that you're not going to be able to get away from because you can't kill the source. And check that out. Fallen Bandit taking some pretty heavy hits early on already.
Yeah, you got it. You got to be careful to keep TF Blade's Tryndamere at arm's length, or at least giant sword's length.
Indeed.
That's what Nar can do, is kite it out, but still. There have been few players in this tournament that have been able to really keep TF Blade down. We saw one of them earlier today, but Fallen Bandit's got to work it out for him.
Well, that was a really kind of, I think, strange occurrence where he didn't really realize what a good set could do against a Vladimir in that matchup, and so he probably won't run into that situation again.
Yeah, unless Fallen Bandit is going to opt to pick up a set, another game. We'll have to find out. Not this time, though. Game 1 of the finals. All on the line. The champion of Twitch Rivals. Team Draft Showdown, number 2.
Yep. Yeah,
all the sequels that Digon's come up with.
Well, it's like Digon mentioned, too. The big story here is the chance for Tarzan to be a back-to-back champion.
Right. It's huge for him, and he's getting to start off on a great champion for him in the Olaf.
Yeah, any Shadow Jogs in the chat?
With the new rules, too, there's a good chance that if Limit Test wins it, they can bring him back and maybe give him a 3-peat, next month.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Sure, he'd like to add that jewel to his crown for sure.
What an interesting conundrum that would be then. What if it's like, all right, I want to go back and recreate the Shadow Dogs that Tyler won, and then you get redrafted by the Blade.
I mean, I think at this point, I think he'd be happy staying where he is, but who knows?
Yeah, maybe the legend of Limit Test will outlive that of the Shadow Dogs.
Yeah. A little bit of action in the mid lane as Tarzan just kind of walks through, making Voyboy sweat a little bit. Pretty quiet early game, though, overall.
Yeah, both teams really trying to feel each other out. That was the Limit Test early start to go for a level 1 play. We've seen that a few times from them, but nothing doing means we're still at that 0-0 mark. There'll be some counter jungling, though. It's happened on both sides. Master Fiend went to top. Tarzan goes to bot.
Mm-hmm.
This should be such a safe bottom lane. Once you have a Tahm Kench in the game, it's going to be very hard to kill value.
Yeah. Just wait until you have the Tahm Kench Abyssal Voyage and bring the Olaf into your back lines.
Oh, good gosh.
That'll be fun.
And we haven't even talked about the Oriana ball delivery system. There's a lot of them here. You got the Tryndamere, you got the Olaf.
Yep, that is true.
That becomes the potential for a big wombo combo fight. Voyboy trying to bait Tempest into overstepping as Master Fiend waits.
It's kind of obvious, though. When you see your mid lane opponent suddenly playing super close to the river brush, you're like, what is it about that side of the lane that's so appealing to you suddenly?
Yeah. So it's the plate game at the moment, trying to snipe them down as fast as possible. Value getting the push on for Otto and Low Pally.
I think the plate mechanic is so cool. That's something that didn't exist when I casted League in Korea.
Yeah, I forget how long a time 2 years can be.
It adds a lot to the early game, yeah. The last LCK I did was 2016, I believe it was.
Oh man, yeah, time flies.
It's been a little while.
It's definitely been one of the better additions. Things do change quite a lot over the season.
Yeah, I like the change to the dragons. I like the change to the turrets. The alcoves are interesting.
Yeah, they exist.
They're interesting. People hide in there and then die sometimes.
It's a good place to hide the bodies, just your own, apparently.
Yeah.
More pathing is always good.
Yeah, it certainly doesn't hurt anything.
Mm-hmm. And it looks like continuing to swap around jungle-wise. We do have an Infernal on the Rift first, so it's worth noting that both these teams should be looking to fight for this. Tarzan actually just going to go over the wall. He puts down a control ward. So it looks like they saw him before it happened, though. Genius Gang knows this is going down, and will they be able to collapse on it?
Yeah, they see him. I mean, they should have noticed that happened.
But they might not be able to contest for it. Tempest is also here to help to secure. It's a little bit too low. Void wants to come in for the kill. Tarzan just flashes.
Yeah.
Nice flash. I slept Predator.
On board with the Void Boy.
I'm just going to go for it.
Can we get him?
Top STP. Top STP. Don't overengage.
Okay. My bad.
Okay, that's right.
Smart call there. You
Alright,
could
I
hear
need to take my
top
reset
STP,
back.
Fallen Bandit making sure they know that TF Blade could come at any time. Void Boy burning flash there.
How's the wave bottom?
So you get flash for flash. Tarzan losing hits.
I'm kind of back in mode.
And I mean,
Alright, I gotta
I
be
think
really
that's
careful
fine,
now,
right?
'cause I
Because
don't
if you
have
take the
stuns.
flash
I don't
away
have
from the
stuns, I don't
jungler,
have
especially if it's a
everything.
jungler like Olaf that can really only move faster if he ults, then you got a situation where that takes a lot of the gank pressure off of some of your other lanes too.
Yeah, at least for a little while.
So I think it's worth.
And Limites should be pretty happy with being able to secure that critical dragon, though.
Yeah, for sure.
So we've seen a pretty quiet top lane, actually. Fallen Bandit, he gets a bit of a CS advantage, but that should just go right back in TF Blade's favor, considering this big wave that he's able to clean up.
Whoa.
Fallen Bandit hasn't really been able to push him out of lane.
It's so annoying.
Tryndamere is a
Mininar.
very annoying champion, but so is Mininar.
Yeah.
Both these champions are annoying, actually.
Yeah.
I looked
Okay.
at it when you
That's,
said that. I was like,
yeah, that's a good
I don't
point.
like both these guys.
Yeah.
See, look at that. The
There's a
gank
bit
comes
annoying.
up, and then you just hop away. If you're Fallen Bandit, you're like, I keep hitting this dude. He just keeps healing. Who's more annoying, chat? Gnar or Tryndamere?
Ooh.
I mean, in terms of like a solo queue, I think it's got to be Tryndamere, right?
Yeah.
But
Here's the hook. Ooh.
Nar's up there as well.
Very true. Staying even on farm, though. So TF Blade not getting shut down. The counter matchup. Master Fiend
Master
coming in
Fiend.
down to the bot. This should be spotted. Control ward in the river brush. Meanwhile, Rift Herald taken by Tarzan. And it's safe.
Yeah, so I think they're fine with him putting on the pressure there. They just back up.
Value even throwing down that shadow smoke for a second. It's a very scary ability to look at from the other side. The creepy, crazy things coming out of the mist.
Yep, that's true.
Real horror show.
You don't really know who's in there?
Yeah. Oh, Papa Chow says no. Wow. Red buff is.
Oh, Red Buff. Hi, what's up?
Where am I? What year is it?
Thanks to Red Buff for a magical journey.
Different kind of magical journey.
Yep.
I can't believe that fit in Tom Kench's mouth.
Be surprised.
Theoretically, anything does.
It's true. It's connected to the void.
Malphite. Halawi.
Yep.
Yeah.
Vel'Koz.
Cho'Gath.
Other big champ. Cho'Gath.
Full feast stacks, Cho'Gath.
Yep.
The dragon? No, not the dragon.
No, that's
That'd
too
be
much.
sick, but
Yeah. We used to be able to do some fun things with big objectives. Like I think it was when Syndra was first released, you could actually use the little ability to pick it up. You could actually pick up the Baron.
I don't think that was intended.
No, I don't think it was intended. I think it was a Baron. It might have just been Dragon. Either way. Shockwave, flashed away. Boy, moving in.
Yeah, let's
Rift Herald.
try to get some damage on
Die.
the tower there.
Oh.
Boy's been a little stymied trying to make these plays this game, though. You can tell he's trying to go for the big hero play.
He'll get his chance later. Like as long as they stay even in gold and things like that. There have been no kills yet.
Yeah, it's true.
Then he'll have his opportunities later.
This is the longest game without a first blood we've had. Ooh, Lopelli holds the line here to try and get value, but he takes so much damage. Has to
Yeah.
flash away, and he can't get out.
Dawning Shadow for the first blood for value, and pretty critically, Lopelli got the hook, but he couldn't quite pull him into the edge of the ultimate. And I think that's what allowed Value to kind of take
Papa Chow. Hello.
Yeah, hold on a second.
Be careful there, buddy.
Gotta turn things around, getting body blocked by the AD carry.
Now low poly getting Oxymoron to there by the ultimate of Senna. And Senna's seen more of a rise here in day 2. We didn't see too much of her in day 1, and that was surprising because it feels like there's a ton of solo queue play with Senna. Very strong, huge healing, cross map, all those things, and now we've seen a rise in Senna over the last 2 days.
You're absolutely right. Took a little while to get going, but
As AD
she's here
carry
now.
specifically, which is interesting, because in our last tournament, she was all support or mid.
She was pretty much, I think, brand new right around then, or at least very,
Yeah,
very,
she was
very
new.
new.
Yep. She was new back when we did the last one in December.
Yeah, things have changed just a little bit. Senna starting to take over in the marksman AD carry role.
Yeah, a little bit. Definitely a versatile champion.
Oh, TF Blade tried to chicken the Gnar.
Yeah.
That might be the weirdest like indicator in League of Legends. One of the oldest as well.
I think it's pretty clear what it explains.
Yeah. It's not unclear, just weird.
Yeah. Here we go. Mountain Drake coming in. And already Genius Gang trying to take some position to start it.
Yeah, here's Master
Fiend.
Fiend.
He does start it.
Yeah.
That's brave.
Auto, low pally here. Papa Chow and Tarzan waiting in the brush. Not seen.
Yeah,
They're going to go for the steal, I think.
Maybe.
Flag's already thrown down. Master Fiend wants to go out. No, it's just going to get picked up. No contest.
All right. I mean, it's a Mountain Drake. It's not maybe quite as high value as the Infernal Drake, so they didn't really feel that they were in a position to fight that one at that point, it seems like. And Ocean.
Ocean Rift.
Yeah, Ocean will be the rift of choice for this one.
Yeah. Flood warning. Chance of increased honey fruit.
Yep.
A little slower in this matchup here between these two teams in the finals, and I don't.
And they're playing serious.
Yeah, it's game one.
Too serious.
Don't want to make any big mistakes early on. Not turn it into a fiesta for sure. Low pally does get the hook off. Catches the fish. Not enough damage to finish
the one that got away.
Tom Kench is always the one that got away.
Yeah.
That was a good one, guys.
You won't believe how big he was. He was huge, and he walked on 2 legs, which is very strange. Like, well, did you catch a person instead of a fish?
Oh, sure. Oh, Fallen Bandit. Flash follow forward. Tarzan.
That's that.
No stealing. Fallen Bandit getting taken down.
This is why Tarzan didn't flash into the pit. He wanted that kill. Saw it coming.
Well, this is a little bit concerning, obviously, for Genius Gang. They're starting to get people picked off in lanes here and there, and the kills are going to some pretty important members of Limit Test as well. Tarzan and Value picking up the first 2.
That's true. Big start here. Genius Gang, they still have a chance to make up for it here. A lot of plate damage they're getting on these towers. Master Fiend, Tempest. Looks like they're going to jump on him. I think he is a dead man.
Yeah, Hemo Flag, Plague rather, he's not getting out of there. He goes for the shockwave, but the flash finish from Voyboy, and finally a kill comes in for the Genius Gang.
Yeah, that was a Hemo Flag. Good combo.
That's true. Yeah, that's a good point. That is the combo. Hemo Flag.
Hemo Flag.
I meant that all along. Thanks.
Yeah. Hemo Phlegm.
A new combo
boogered all over him
today.
Ugh.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good. You should get that
You
checked
just
out.
took it to a gross level.
I did.
Ew.
Because this level is pretty slow right now between these two teams. A dedicated, calculated matchup between these two guys right now. And the finals, just 1,000 gold in between them.
They really want to win it.
Yeah. 2-1 in kills. Definitely a slower game. Neither team really wanted to go all in. But Tarzan, you cannot slow this man down. He wants to get the kills, and he's already in the back line here. Master Fiend jumping onto him. Gets the lantern out, though. Nope. Yep, and Papa Chow. Another reason the games can be slow, there's a Tom Kench in them. Tom Kench means less people on your team die.
Yeah, that's very true. What if it's Tom Kench that dies?
Then you're in trouble. But he's also hard to kill.
Yes.
He's continually getting away.
He is difficult to kill.
And the hook comes out this time, just lands a mini. Low Pally's been sending him out pretty fast and loose, but he's getting a lot of good ones.
This is probably the lowest kills we've had in a game at 15 minutes.
Yeah, Blade.
Make that prediction. Never mind.
No.
We're going to get some coming in now.
He gets cold feet.
He lived.
Used his ultimate.
Nar's nearly about to go big, too.
Yeah,
TF Blade. He's made
it.
a horrible mistake.
He might be that.
Boy coming up to help.
I'm resetting.
If he can,
I think they're going to give the kill for him.
Give it. Sure.
Yep.
Nice.
There's another
That's
Rift
good.
Herald up, by the way.
I'm heading back mid.
Yeah, you should.
Even
go
in
straight
kills
forward,
now.
Garvin.
Okay.
Even in kills, and they're both on Vlad, who is that late game monster. You won't be able to split push the same way that Tryndamere can, but team fight's going to be huge here for Genius Gang.
Yeah.
Good bottom.
Yeah.
I'm hitting it.
Voyboy will be the linchpin. Looks like Rift Herald started off by Master Fiend now. Tarzan backing away, no contest available there.
Well, with no top laner to help him out, that will be an easy Rift Herald for sure.
I'm probably going to sit in the line right here or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
Boomerang.
Yeah, I'm walking up.
Because Tom's
Yeah, so Fallen Bandit getting a little bit of help to avoid the dive from TF Blade on that last play, but
I'm starting to
not
walk by. I'm just
doing
going
too
this
bad
thing.
on the Gnar, just not really having as much effect
we probably don't
that we would
wanna-
think of in terms of pressure. Double crit cloaks coming in.
Yep, got to get that damage done.
Yeah.
A tier 1, though. The first turret of the game taken by Limit Test down in the bot lane.
Yep, they just kept moving the pressure there. Value building a decent gold lead, or a CS lead, I should say, over Auto, about 20 or so. But not too far apart on items.
Those two wards, can they not see each other? So blue ward is just barely in the brush.
Well, it might be, here comes the Abyssal Voyage, and yeah, they're out.
They are okay. Meanwhile, the
Tarzan.
collapse happening. Master Fiend coming down to try to support his team. And he's there, so the duo is a little bit safer. The ward is gone, though, and you can see, one thing that Limit Test, I think, has done pretty well is when they get the opportunity to, they're always pushing that vision forward.
Yeah, and just trying to set up a front line, really, in terms of the wards and establish control, especially over the Dragon Pit.
Right.
They're going to be able to win through objective play, for sure. The Ocean has been spawned. And they just see if they can get maybe a catch. Auto is a little bit low as well. Value, just thinking about doing a little more.
Yeah, I just don't see this dragon being that important to die over because each team already has one. You're not getting that much closer to Drake 4.
No,
Yeah.
Genius Gang can give this up for sure.
The Ocean Drake doesn't give you like a huge buff by itself. So they're going to take this one pretty safely, Lopali.
Rift Herald, though, as an alternate? That was an optimistic hook. I like where his head was at, though.
That would have been a great steal, but not happening.
Yeah, they'd be talking about that one for a while. But sometimes you got to keep casting your line if you're going fishing.
Meanwhile,
Yeah, I mean, Blitzcrank really is the king of stealing objectives with his Q.
Yeah.
Shelly released in the mid lane.
Yeah.
So at least an answer back here for Genius Gang. They break the
Bandit.
turret.
Trained a dragon for possibly 2 turrets here.
Yeah, this one was already a little bit low, but Fallen Bandit is going to be able to finish the job here. That should start to swing the gold back to Genius Gang. Not fully in favor of them, but cutting the lead in half.
I love
Wow.
that. Mega Gnar. Just use your head, 5 head.
Meganar's more like a 6-head.
So out of that dragon, Genius Gang gives it up, but they're able to take 2 turrets and the blue buff from Limit Test. So I'd say that's definitely a victory overall.
Yeah, that's solid. And they start getting a little bit more vision through the river before they back away. Genius Gang doing a good job of keeping pace here. As we
Maybe
get closer to
Voyboy
21.
was not making it up. He wanted to lose in the group stages to make it through the improbable tiebreaker. Throw Limit Test off.
Makes about as much sense as any Dignitas game plan I've ever heard of.
Oh,
There you go. Oh,
Hello.
Oh, the big slam. But meanwhile, big plays coming in. Voyboy chasing
one
Value
more.
down.
He's got it, and he couldn't quite.
So close.
Papa Chow with the
was
save.
there. Yep. The safety stomach coming in at just the right time.
yeah, that's Flash. Both for value, but also Voyboy. And I think it's more important for Voyboy because he's the one that does the big AoE damage on the team. Now has not the clearest way in, and definitely no way out for another 5 minutes.
All right, TF Blade answers back with the turret up top side. While that's going on. Nice attempt by Voyboy. I kind of got the little wrap around and the lantern out by Low Pally.
Oh, Fallen Bandit takes the bot lane turn.
Yeah, this is good. Good tempo. Genius Gang really keeping up.
And you got the TP from TF Blade in that last one as well.
A little bit of lane swapping to ensure all 3 outer turrets are down now in favor of Genius Gang.
Back to the mid for the 2 marksmen.
Oh,
Good stop. Good stun up.
And if Genius Gang win this tournament, it's going to give hope to every other team that will ever play in Twitch Rivals. If a 2 and 4 team in groups can win the whole thing, anybody can do it.
It's all about those best of 3s.
Except for Dirt Dog, because they
Except
went
for
0
Dirt
and 6.
Dog. Yeah, you got to get to the playoffs.
That's true.
rest in peace, El Truco. Hope you're having a great time with La Truca and La Truquita. That's how you make something even smaller in Spanish.
Yeah.
There you go.
Now that I'm back in California, I'm starting to remember my Spanish and coincidentally forget all of my German. I think there's only space in my head for one other language. .20 Baron has officially spawned.
4 kills at 20 minutes. Come on. Fight already.
We've been so spoiled with bloodthirsty
I know.
group stage games and Stomperinos.
Here we go. Here we go.
TF Blade in
Nice
the back
shockwave.
line.
Yeah, good shockwave to start that thing off. Tempest helping enable the rest of his team there. Fallen Bandit trying to flash away, but it looks like Tarzan right on top of him. TF
cannot
Blade
escape.
comes down, and my wish is their command as we finally have the first team fight of the game, really. And A couple turrets will be taken by Limit Test as well.
Yeah, that was a pretty quick switch flip right there, and they got so much off the collapse of TF
Ooh,
Blade.
wow.
3 kills, 2 turrets.
That was clean.
Yeah, not much else you can say for that. And even though Fallen Bandit had a pretty good 3-man Gnar, it was just too late. His team was already dead, and then Tarzan chased him down with the Ragnarok. 2 kills for Tarzan now in this game, by the way.
Yeah, he's getting there. A little bit of a bounty built up.
Also 2 kills for Value. Senna stacking them up too. And with no dragon just yet, it's who do I hook? The Scuttler.
Bringing in Void Boy to help him. Okay. Poor Rift Scuttler.
He dies for their vision.
Scaring it back underground. I guess you don't really kill it.
Yeah, he sort of pops out. Ooh,
Whoa,
auto.
nice
Speaking of killing
shockwave.
something.
Ooh, even better lantern.
That was very close for sure. Honeyford popped.
That was good.
They're all here.
No lantern.
getting
No
Push
lantern.
them out. Push them out.
Fishing.
I can't hit
Where's
him.
the water? On me, on me.
Oh, bled.
I'm coming to you.
I can heal you when I'm in range.
North Mega.
I can't hit you. Watch Nar.
I got Aphelios. Aphelios death.
I have to play front back with you.
Fighting back.
There's 2 on me.
Munnar.
I'm going on black here. I can
On Nar,
one-shot
on
everyone.
Nar.
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
Oh boy.
Oh my goodness.
TF Blade is
Triple
unleashed.
kill.
Baron?
Going for the quadra kill.
We do slow?
And it's Baron time.
Trin,
Plenty of time.
can't. Trin should take my.
They have
Wow.
no TP. We're fine.
Well, that was team fights in this game in a nutshell. I think right now it's a great. We talked about Tempest being a little bit quieter early in this tournament. That was a great shockwave to start things off, and then it was all just everybody getting hit by the spinning blades of TF Blade on the Tryndamere.
Oh yeah, that was huge. Big Baron will be the bounty for them as they start to crack this game wide open.
Yeah. We jump up to a 7,000 gold lead, and it's looking very good for Limit Test here in game number 1 of the finals.
Yeah. TF Blade's pretty good at Tryndamere. Who knew?
It's not very hard to be good at
No.
Tryndamere. But he is good.
To make it viable in the finals of tournament.
Well, to be fair, I mean, you had the counter pick in Gnar ready to go if you're Fallen Bandit, and
Fair enough.
not only did you not get a kill, you also fell down in CS as well. And now that you're at this point, TF Blade just going to be doing whatever he wants in
Yep.
whatever solo lane.
I mean, this team is going to be doing whatever they want at this point. They just went and picked up another dragon because you can in this situation. And it's going to be very difficult for Genius Gang to come back. They're really going to need Void Boy to have some really perfect team fights to have any chance of it, I think.
We're seeing glimmers of the game plan that they had in mind, but this is definitely not going to be it. One-on-one, that's not where you want to be, even as the Vladimir. He cannot die.
Yep. Yep. All right. Never mind.
Papa Chow getting jumped on by Fallen Bandit. However, Shockwave going to pull in 2. Meanwhile, the back line is the rest of Limit Test. Who's catching who here?
This was a little bit on the messy side, but a great Senna ultimate. Dawning Shadow saves Blade and saves the team fight.
Oh boy, Otto, he's dead.
That is another ace. I thought for sure like TF Blade TPing in there, and I'm like, all right, well, he's a little bit low. I don't know how this is going to work, but Value proving that he can play a little bit more than the Aphelios and getting that nice Senna ultimate to guarantee the survival of his top laner. And that's probably just game, honestly.
Yeah, that's going to open things up for sure. There's a few seconds on Void Boy and Low Pally. I think they have enough time. Easy.
Yeah, for sure. Yep, Void Boy and Low Pally come in. Void Boy dives in to try to last-ditch effort win this fight, but the Nexus turrets are down, and there goes Nexus. A decisive Game 1 win for Limit Test.
You could see
Wow.
Otto cracking a smile on that one. Or
Value.
excuse me.
Value, cracking the smile, playing well on that one, and
Sure did.
how are you going to stop TF Blade? That's the name of the question. Their limits have been tested multiple times. They passed the test in game number 1. Let's take a look at the impact players from that last one. Just in case you forgot, TF Blade popping off 8-1-6, the big dragon fight, getting the quadra kill, and Value staying alive, staying safe, an undefined KDA because he ends with 13 impact plays there, 4 kills, 9 assists.
Not bad. And I think if you look at Twitch Rivals kind of like a league, right now I think it's safe to say that TF Blade is the best top laner in that league at the moment.
Yeah, I think that's fair to say. Like, he's until someone can kind of dethrone him here, he's kind of the de facto at the top.
Yeah.
Well, he's just looked very good at playing top lane in arguably the strongest way to play right now, which is very hard split pushing pressure. It's a way that top lane has been played many times through many different metas, and it's a good one for TF Blade apparently.
And it's not like there's not a lot of strong top laners in this tournament, but he has just been able to best them all.
Yeah, I think so. I do agree that there's a lot of strong top laners in this tournament, but he's looking good.
See all you Challenger Twitch chat coaches out there saying, just ban TF Blade champs. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. He didn't pick top lane until the second round of the draft, where I think there was already like 4 or 5
they threw
solo
3 or 4
lane
mans at
champs.
him at least, yeah.
The only things that were really available that were still up were Fiora and, well, really just Fiora. And he went with the Tryndamere instead of the Fiora anyway.
So the big question, will there be an answer back from Genius Gang? I'm sure Voyboy has prepared for this scenario, but will he be able to execute? We'll find out after this short 6-minute break. When we come back, Game 2 of the best of 3 finals. everyone, and welcome back to the League of Legends Team Draft Showdown. One game down in the finals. Maybe one to go? Yes, if you are a TF Blade fan. Two, if you are a Voyboy fan.
I think maybe yes if you're a realist as well. I mean, it's not to take anything away from the Genius gang. I think it's amazing that they made it here after a 2-4 record. I think clearly Group A superior to Group B, but at the same time, I think TF Blade's team just there's too many threats that are too hard to answer. When you answer one of them, another one pops up, and it's just too much to handle, I think, for any other team in this tournament right now.
Yeah, you got a lot of good points there, Doa. It's been hard because we've seen all these different strategies, people trying to ban different players, including TF Blade himself, and then he just whips out the Tryndamere and you lose anyways.
You can't ban out TF Blade. You have to find a way to fight him, I think, straight up.
Well, the set certainly worked out, but that was Dragoon.
Right, and that's a one-time thing, and that's not going to happen again because everybody knows that game happened, who is playing in this game right now, and I don't think that Limit Test is going to allow that to happen.
Yeah, no surprises, hopefully, in the draft if you're a Doa fan. But we asked you guys at home, who was the biggest surprise of the tournament so far? Which performance was the biggest surprise? Limit Test and Genius Gang, you guys there thinking that these two in the finals, big surprise. And of course, Tyler One's team getting last place in their group. Also kind of a surprise. Maybe a surprise for
some people, I guess.
Surprise for both of us in our predictions.
Oh, they said what, more than half the chat said they were going to win. There's some inconsistency here.
I know.
What's going on?
It happens to the best of us unless we're Doa because you got most of the predictions right during the day. Let's take a look at how the day has shaken out so far in the bracket. As you can see, it started off with all of us Tyler One believers, the Church of the Shadow Dogs, now in the form of Master Boss Legends, going down as they didn't have enough swag against www.twitter.com/disguisetoast, which is the team name for Box's squad. They then lost to Voyboy's team, and then Voyboy with a surprise upset, getting themselves into the finals, making it an all Group A affair, and they're ready to go here for game number 2. Voyboy has to bounce back. TF Blade, they lost a game in the semifinals. They're trying to sweep it here in the finals.
Let's see what we got here for this last one. Pick some bands coming through. Limit Test trying to close it out.
I think the only thing that you need to ban 100%, the only two things you need to ban 100% on the Genius Gang side are you need to ban away the Olaf and you need to ban away the Jax. And aside from that, I think you just need to find an answer instead of a ban out of the top lane. For the Elise, the Kennen ban has been stock for Limit Test pretty much the entire tournament.
Yeah, I do like the Xayah ban on Limit Test side as well. Take that one away from Otto. He's had a big performance. But the start on the Elise ban is interesting. I think after that last game, I definitely would have focused a little bit more on the Olaf, but maybe Genius Gang are a little more confident against it.
Cassiopeia ban.
Yeah, okay. Right. So one of those things we mentioned is going to go through.
I think, we try to, we saw a big effort to just straight up ban out TF Blade in the last game. I think this ban phase is going to be a little bit more normal. Ban a lot of the power picks, see what you can grab, try to throw some surprises in there,
Yeah, do you get rid of Olaf or Jax here?
Well, I hope...
I think you get rid of the Olaf. The Malphite again.
All right. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there, but hey.
Well, so Malphite is really good at counter-engaging and disrupting a lot of heavy melee champs, which is what TF Blade's team likes to run. So it's a good ban. If you don't want to get counter-engaged on, I think you do take out the Malphite there.
Also, it stunts a lot of the split pushers, the attack damage split pushers that TF Blade normally plays. The Tryndamere gets banned out, leaves open a lot of options here. Do you go with Olaf first? Do you go with Jax first? Or do you go with something different for Limit Test? Let's find out.
Just grab the Olaf, yeah.
That's what they've done over and over.
It's less likely to get counterpicked, right? The Jaxes. So at this point, you're like, all right, well, does Fallen Bandit want to play that? Probably not.
The Olaf gives you so much. It gives you the lane pressure, it gives you the fast jungle clear, it gives you the early ability to solo a dragon. It's just such a great jungle pick right now. So.
Well, Genius Gang taking a little bit of time to decide on what they want for their first two picks in the jungle. They will have a couple of options still available. Of course, they banned the Elise themselves. Could see the Jarvan coming back through, but it's a Sivir pickup for Otto.
Huh. Does that mean that they are leaving the Aphelios available for value this time?
I think they might. I would go for a Jarvan to pair with this.
It wouldn't be bad.
Not the only choice, but we've seen Sivir comps really do well when you have a lot of hard engage tools, and knockups can help as well.
Well, there's the Jarvan. I agree. I mean, we know Master Fiend really loves to play the Jarvan, so no big shock there. Jungle's already picked on the other side, and there's the Jax, of course. You're giving TF Blade a Jax.
What is Fallen Bandit gonna do? Maybe.
I wonder if he's actually going to lock it in, because there might be a counter pick planned here. You're not going to leave that open without having something in mind to take care of it. What do you think it is?
I have no idea.
Hard to say. It's really hard to say, to be honest.
Hey,
Pop
there-
gets his hands on that thresh.
Yeah.
I
Go
think
for
you're
it.
trying to
Why
make
not?
that lane as uninteractive as possible. I mean, like, you don't want to lane again. You just try to counter the split pusher with Gnar and just keep him at bay. You've got range. You get tanky when you have Mega Gnar, and that didn't work. So pick something that's going to help the team.
Can you maybe go Vlad into this one on the top side?
Well, I was wondering if you could go Vlad. I was wondering about a Kale too, but the Vlad is not a bad pickup either.
Yeah, it also is still that flex. We can see it on Void Boy, but I think this is going to go to Fallen Bandit. Keeping in mind, the Akali is still up.
That's a good point. There's a Felios ban, so they're just going to take that away then.
Yeah, Jax Olaf GG is getting spammed in the chat right now.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
The bold strategy of giving them what they want.
Rarely do we agree with Twitch chat, but I agree with this one.
I'm surprised that they gave it to them. I think Limit Test is like, all right, if you think you have an answer, that's okay, because we've always got game 3, so might as well just go for it.
Yeah, I think if you're a Limit Test, you're feeling pretty good right now. Ban's starting to target the support position for low Pally. That will be the Nautilus removed.
So might be forcing him into a Leona then.
Yeah, I don't think that'd be a bad choice, especially with the Sivir. Again, you want hard engage, and they've built it so far. Draven ban, all right.
Draven.
Tyler 1's not playing, guys.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, it's not the only one.
yeah, but what will value pick? There's a couple different options here.
I mean,
Caitlyn's still up.
Senna's up too.
Caitlyn is up. I
yeah.
was thinking Caitlyn. Senna is up. That's right. Senna was. He didn't have any trouble at all on Senna in the last game. There's also Tristana still open. There's a Morgana ban. So they're taking away a lot of hard CC options. It leaves the Leona open, but I think the thing is, a lot of times that Leona is just slowing you unless she gets right up next to you. So
Yeah, I think
They're
that's
okay with
that's the lock for sure. Or maybe not. Hold on, we got time.
I mean,
It was a flash for just
I'll
a second.
never say no to a Blitzcrank.
Yeah,
It is a Leona.
as long as
though,
it's
I
a
think.
support player playing it, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, top laner, that's fine too. Top
Yeah.
Blitzcrank, tons of fun.
Full AP.
Leona's a fine pick though.
Yeah, it fits in with this comp. I mean, it is your Sivir comp, right? Like, you want to get up in the enemy's face, make the big play, get the big burst, dunk on some people with the swag flags, and I don't expect anything else but the Senna here. Maybe the Caitlyn, but I think this is the play.
Yeah, Senna getting hovered.
Yep.
Down on the bottom side of the map, you got the Thresh Senna. In the mid lane, Tempest has played a lot of Orianna. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Orianna
No
getting
reason to
locked in
change.
right there.
Obviously,
He's comfortable.
pick that, yeah. It's super solid in the mid lane. I like what Genius Gang did, where they kind of left themselves to the very last pick to decide who's going mid, who's going top. So at least they've got that going for them. So they've got all the opportunities in the world to pick whatever they think is going to be effective enough against this.
We'll
So
find out.
Vlad there. What will be the answer for the other solo lane? Could be either one. Oh, and Victor. Boy's Victor
wanna get some
is something that
range.
gets played a decent amount.
All right.
And so I think that's where Victor will go. Victor did spend a little bit of time on the top side of the map for a little while playing Bruiser Victor a couple seasons ago, but I expect that to be in the hands of Boy, the genius for the Boy Genius in the mid lane.
Yeah, I think Genius Gang got what they wanted in this draft. The real question is it going to be enough, because they gave TF Blade and Tarzan exactly what they want?
Yeah, that seems questionable, but the question will be answered. Will it be enough in the draft, or will it be a 2-0 for TF Blade? Let's find out. Game is ready to roll. Championship on the line here, TF Blade. 1 win away from claiming his first ever Twitch Rivals Championship.
All right, we're on the Rift.
I like the Victor pick. I like it a lot because, again, like a lot of what Limit Test has been doing successfully is just running Olaf and whatever melee hero or champion or other TF Blade is playing into the other team. And Victor can kind of respond well to that by putting a bunch of damage onto you. So I don't think it's a bad idea.
Yeah, I don't think it's bad either. And again, a couple things to note. History on the line first. Twitch Rivals Championship for TF Blade after participating in almost all of them and getting to the finals multiple times. Not so much in the last one, but in so many. He's been so close. And then Tarzan the first back-to-back Twitch Rivals champion, and the only back-to-back, the only two-time champion of the Team Draft Showdown here.
I was going to say, is Tarzan now the most valuable player in Twitch Rivals, League of Legends?
I think stonks are up for sure.
Yeah.
No trickery this time. No attempt at the level 1 cheese that we've seen from Limit Test once or twice. Hasn't worked out, so I'm not too worried about it.
All right. I got to say, in the last game, Tempest really stepping up and doing a lot of great initiations on those team fights, which is something we hadn't seen him do as often earlier in the tournament.
No, he was holding kind of the line and just really sitting in the lane for the most part. Never being the player to lose the game, but certainly never having the biggest or flashiest impact. But that has all changed today. He's really started to light up.
Yep. Oh,
wait on
no
Fallen
time
Bandit.
in getting in there.
Yeah, he doesn't care. He wants kills. Another jump onto Fallen Bandit. Yeah, he just really rides the line between the tower range.
Yep, that's right. Avoids a lot of that minion damage as well, which is pretty impressive.
I like this suggestion here. Tarzan for captain if he wins? Question mark?
Check this out.
Here comes
I
Master
think that's
Fiend.
possible, but Master Fiend with a nice counter jungle going in on the Tempest now, trying to force that flash early. Might just get that first blood instead.
Oh,
Tempest, where are you
Olaf
going?
Down.
Where are you going?
Tarzan coming down to try to turn this one around. Gonna chase as the undertow on Master Fiend.
Oh my goodness, he pops the blast zone preemptively. Voyboy still chasing. Here comes Master
he's
Fiend. This
so-
should be
he's
it.
so dead. Yeah. All right.
Picked up by the red buff.
Well, so can you get anything out of this? Not really, but
Yeah.
it's whatever. But good first blood for Genius Gang.
Yeah, Tempest did force Voyboy to flash in order to secure that kill as well. So at least they're both down in the mid lane. Ooh, low Palionado taking a lot of damage from Value Senna. But good start for Genius Gang. Good gank by Master Fiend.
Yeah, it was just good pathing to come through the enemy jungle, come from behind.
Counter-strike into the pool. Good timing. This is one of the reasons the Vlad can work into the Jax in a 1v1.
Yeah, TF Blade coming out a little bit worse for wear in that trade, and Fallen Bandit can obviously use Transfusion to heal up.
Sure that. Looks like our first dragon will be the mountain.
Yeah. Got to be careful not to be a little bit over-aggressive, I guess, but we'll trust that TF Blade knows what he's doing. He's a decent Jax player.
Definitely decent.
Yeah. You notice that when you kill the Gromp, it turns back into a little frog? So it's like you're curing him. You're curing him of his monstrous state brought on by
Eating a weird mushroom. Yeah. So
It's like a disease, he gets swollen.
the ecology
pretty much.
on Summer's Rift is a very strange and unique thing. I feel like we need a David Attenborough narrated video of it to really understand what's going on there.
He would be upset by how nature is being treated in Summoner's Rift, I think.
Yeah. You got to give him an Ivern instead.
That's true. There's not a lot of conservation going on, I think.
Yeah.
The wildlife is in danger.
Constantly.
Yeah.
Here we go. The 1v1 never stops.
Nope.
Party up top. TF Blade this time does turn more damage to Fallen Bandit, but it's so deceptive on a Vladimir because of his sustain. I still feel like you need to get a little more aggressive as Fallen Bandit, at least soon, because you need to push this Jax out of lane if you can. There's the
I don't
pool. Minion damage.
I think you just need to live.
Yeah, well, so far so good on that. Master Fiend's coming up top. Second attempt. Sneaky through the brush.
Yeah, this is interesting.
Okay, he's going to try to use, not the alcove, but the brush. There's a teleport coming through, and that's going to prompt the end of that. Tempest comes to the aid of his top laner.
Yeah, immediately heading down back to the mid lane, just there to take the pressure off of DF Blade instead. And giving up a little bit of CS. He's slightly behind Voyboy right now. With that, Victor can be so oppressive in the mid lane. He can just keep pushing you back. The damage, the poke, the wave clear is quite good.
Has a lot with that laser. Oh, look at this. Papa Chow going for a roam up close to mid lane, actually, with Tarzan. Maybe it's just a vision game. Okay. Thought for a second they might try for a wraparound.
Yep. Well, they're going to find Master Fiend. Did they catch him with the vision there? I don't know if they did.
Not sure, because the ping came down from Genius Gang side. Tarzan is going to go ahead and start off this dragon, but this is in full vision.
Yeah, this is a little bit risky.
Just touching, you can't kill.
Yeah, here's Master Fiend and low pally. Oh boy.
And
Lantern out.
You don't have the TP from Tempest, but you do have the TP from Tarzan. The
Ooh,
flash.
the hook, the flash.
You get the flash as well. Tempest does not have level 6, so he can't bring people back in with the shockwave, but it's okay because you want the dragon anyway.
Yeah, so they just go ahead and collapse to take the Drake, or the dragon, I should say.
Drake,
well
dragon,
done there.
whatever.
Yeah, well, it's grown up. It's no longer a baby.
It's been both. It's been both.
It's
The
true.
history of League of Legends.
The long storied history.
So Tempest's TP, which can't be canceled, works out anyways because they get the Drake.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good times. I mean, that really all worked out. It's worst or best case scenario, they can secure a kill, but instead they force the flash out of Master Fiend and just collapse on the dragon anyways.
Going in.
Low pally, auto, and here's Master Fiend, the teleport again, this time from TF Blade off the fountain. And there's the
Nice
flag
hook
drag.
on
Low
Low Pally.
pally's gonna get left for dead.
Yep, Value picks up a valuable kill for his team there. TF
There's
Blade
Boy Boy.
back
Oh, boy.
away. They keep him alive. No ultimate for center right now, and Otto gets another one. Voyboy coming down and making his presence felt in the bot lane.
Big gravity
Yep.
coming in there to really try and slow up TF Blade, and it worked out wonders. Trade 1-for-1 in kills.
Yeah, Voy had to. He was late on the TP, but only because he had to get out of shockwave range from Tempest. So able to get down there, and because Tempest used TP earlier to get the dragon, now there's a TP discrepancy for Fallen Bandit to make a play later if need be.
Both these teams very decisive with their summoner spell use, especially the teleports to try and make plays early on. We've seen a lot of games where it's just been very slow. We haven't seen those summoners used all that much or to get back to lane. Not this time.
Tarzan just basically taking as much of Master Fiend's jungle as he can here.
He's power leveling.
Yeah.
He will arrive at level 6, which he just hit.
Leaving a single raptor.
Oh, it's so BM. Every time. It's not BM for the other jungler, by the way. It's BM for the Raptors. He's just killed all of the Raptors family, and
speaking
you
of
leave one
killing-
alive. Hello, yes.
Yeah, low pally
Bye, Papa Chow. What happened there?
Tough to say. Seems like there was a bit of a skirmish, and Papa Chow going down.
Okay, now the fight is over. The Rift Herald, Fallen Bandit, looking to help collapse with Master Fiend. And they will jump onto Tarzan and TF Blade, but he has to get the heck
Master
out of there
Fiend.
pretty quickly. TF Blade hopping away to safety. Tempest coming in as well as Tarzan chasing down Master Fiend, and that has turned sour.
Wow, crazy Voyboy.
He needs an
Valiant
auto.
gets a kill in the bot lane.
Oh,
during all
dear
this.
Blade.
Auto down,
And
here
Low
comes
Pally's
Tarzan,
dead.
finishing off Low Pally. Oh, my.
Boy.
Oh, but Tarzan in trouble too. The damage from Voyboy just a little bit too much, and Tempest retreats back to mid lane. So kills going down on both sides, but in the end, it's 4-4. Even up. There was a lot of action that happened in that bot lane as well during that fight in the jungle.
I can't believe TF Blade got away.
All the while on the bottom side of the map, a solo kill there for Value,
Yeah.
taking down Otto.
After the kill from Low Pally onto Papa Chow too. So aggressive bot lane. This game definitely a little bit more action packed than game number 1.
And game 1, a little slower. Teams feeling each other out. This time around, nothing doing. This is limit test. Going for gold. Otto, solo in lane, trying to hold back the tide. As Low Pally moves through the river to get wards down. Voyboy still pushing in. Tempest looks for another plate. Does get it. Shockwave.
Shockwave.
Could be in danger. Oh,
No flash
Big
for
chaos
Voyboy.
storm.
Tempest doing some damage, but that storm coming back.
Turnabout's fair play.
Tempest. Oh, no, the minions.
Oh, they gave up.
Oh, that was a close call. No junglers nearby to capitalize on that either. Thanks for the blue buff.
Yeah, just two mid laners measuring their metal right now, testing their limits, if you will.
Literally measuring their metal as
Yeah.
both of them users of metal
One
to quite
is
a
an
large
android,
degree.
The other kind of cyborgy.
Yeah.
Is Victor more machine than man?
I think it's like 45% machine, 55% man right now.
Okay.
It's close.
It's
but
a healthy
not
balance.
quite. Yeah.
Oriana 100% machine. Fallen Bandit. It's pulled away. Yeah,
Yep.
TF Blade starting to take charge.
Seems that way.
You got to look at where the kills are going in this game too. Tarzan has the 2, and Value has 2 as well. TF Blade not securing them yet, but he does go under tower. Oh, this time, will he
TF
get it
Blade.
in time? I don't think so.
Yeah, I didn't have any vision of the jungle right there. And
But
got a little
Tarzan
bit
knows
of
that Low
anger.
Pally doesn't have jungle backup as well. Here
Early
comes the
point.
gravity, and Tempest secures the kill.
And gets out with the lantern as well.
Yeah, same kind of story here. We've seen this before. You slow down TF Blade, but Limit Test is almost always willing to and ready to take something else across the map. This time, Low Pally getting caught out. Another kill for Tarzan, who's inching closer and closer to another Twitch Rivals Championship.
I think they just kind of feel like it's a win-win, right? Where it's like, hey, if TF Blade gets a solo kill in top lane, great. If he draws up the attention of the jungler and we get to take Dragon and we get to take other stuff, great, you know?
Yeah, they're always thinking a couple steps ahead for sure, and now they will be able to secure another uncontested Dragon. This is the Infernal. We'll get to find out what shape the rift is in afterwards. It looks like it's going to be cloudy.
Cloudy with a chance of TF Blade jumping out of a bush on you.
It feels like there's always a chance there. Master Fiend popping the Rift Herald, so this will be a few more plates down the mid. Boy looking to maybe secure that as well.
More than a plate or two, I think.
Yep, that's a lot. All the plates. Tarzan, Papa Chow looking for Low Pally again. They've had tabs on him this game. Hook will connect.
Master Fiend coming in from behind, though, that's the thing.
Solar
Low
Flare
Pally.
down. Voy, he's going to try and throw down what he does with the Chaos Storm. Following through Papa Chow, trying to get the heck out of there as Master Fiend looks to
comes
get him.
Otto.
Play back, Otto trying to close the trap, but Tarzan turning him away. Big damage on Master Fiend and Voy, and Tempest turns it around.
Yeah, they gave that kill over to Tempest, too, which is nice to feed that Orianna a little bit more.
Good shot from Value, though.
Yep.
Set that up. Now Otto's kind of caught between a tower and a hard place.
Oh, they're going for it. Are they going for it? No, just a little bit of dirty farming.
They're cutting off the minions.
Oh, they
Value.
want it. Yep,
Value?
yep,
Value?
yep.
Question mark?
Turret damage value.
He does stay alive. Ooh.
Turret damage.
Oh, no!
Whoa! Tarzan!
Oh, miscalculated.
Too wild that time.
Yeah. That was a bit of an oops there.
As
job
Twitch
by
chat
Otto.
would say, they call that a value play for Genius Gang.
Yep.
Also,
Meanwhile, up
Value
top,
didn't die, so maybe it is a value play.
technically correct.
That was kind of like, well, we don't have any minions here, but we're tanky enough, right? And everyone's like, "Well, I don't know. And you find out you're not.
Yeah.
They were
It's a scientific process, really.
a limit test. Let's say.
That's true.
Yeah. The hypothesis was we are tanky enough. The result was negative. Low Pally,
so.
Master Fiend.
Oh.
Solar Flare, onto the Thresh.
I think, yeah, Papa Chow.
Ooh, Master Fiend's not done.
Papa Chow get caught out pretty hard there.
Yep.
Oh, meanwhile-
hey, DF Blade up top. What's going on there?
I mean, it's just like you're saying, like every time Genius Gang is about to get some sort of edge, somebody else on Limit Test finds an opportunity.
Yeah, that's the first kill for TF Blade. That does not bode well for the Genius Gang's chances. He can
he's-
start taking some free shots on the plates.
Yeah,
Slightly
TF
ahead.
Blade.
It's, the plate's almost done, but he should be able to get at least one here.
Well, you just got one already. He's going to get two probably here. Yeah.
Oh, here comes Voy. Ooh. TF Blade's out of there. Or is he?
His spidey senses were tingling for half a second.
I should have listened to
He
him.
knows. Yep.
Uh-oh. Good night. Oh, maybe not.
Yeah, gets to the ward.
That's true. We got to be
Here
get
comes
to hop it. Here
Tarzan.
comes Tarzan as well.
Here comes Master Fiend. It's a jungle conga line, and I think it looks like Tarzan might pay for that one.
Shockwave!
And here comes TF Blade with a
back
vengeance.
in.
That's right, TF Blade. I don't think you should have gone back in there, man. He gets the shield from Tempest, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Voy a little bit low, but it will be the kill on the TF Blade anyway. Tempest trying to chase down the victor. But meanwhile, another skirmish happening at the bottom. Here comes the shields from the Senna ultimate. Tarzan says, you know what, I'm out of here. That fight went on for way too long. And Tempest down, another kill fed over to Fallen Bandit. That was
Tag Team League of Legends.
Yeah.
What's going on over there? Everybody going in and out, and Fallen Bandit even being able to come back in after the solo death he suffered earlier
That was a
on.
bit messy.
Legit a new challenger approaches over and over again.
Yeah.
Mid lane turret goes down. I think
Ooh, on the
recapping all this action. Oh, well, wait.
hunt. Papa Chow.
Papa Chow, why?
Oh, he's got the box.
Why-
He's playing
why-
nice.
Nice
why are you
juke
doing
there.
this?
Papa Chow waving his hips there, dodging away from the Zenith Blade.
Meanwhile, Fallen Bandit will be able to get something. Yeah, this game has really opened up pretty quickly.
Well, it's a lead that's been retaken by Genius Gang right now.
Limit Test hot on their heels, though.
Yeah, slight lead, but the big takeaway, even though there was a solo kill on the top side of the map on the Fallen Bandit before all the Fiesta went down, the kills went to Otto. He gets the 1 kill onto Tarzan, then got the 2nd kill onto Papa Chow, and your Sivir now starting to get going here. Late game champ, your insurance policy at 3-1-1. And Otto, we've seen be able to take things home when he is fed. The issue's been when he falls behind, and right now he is leading pretty well. Here we go, another fight.
Oh no, the trap.
Yep.
Limit Test looking for more. Master Fiend in and out of his own pit.
TP.
Here comes
up
Fallen
for now.
Bandit though.
That's right, teleport.
Will he be able to collapse on him? Doesn't look like it.
Blocking with the ball.
There's always a blast cone.
Got the shockwave. They're going to walk right onto it.
Otto.
I got to be careful.
Yeah, I think neither team wants that, but TF Blade's perfectly happy with it because he's got free time at the tower.
That's true. Probably going to be able to take it. Oh, he doesn't have much of a minion wave, though, unfortunately. Oh.
I don't know if you can get that one.
Yeah, he can
he's going to go
finish
for it.
But he's going to take a lot of damage doing it. He's okay. That's not so bad.
Yeah.
They'll have to give over the dragon to do it, but I guess the turret's probably more valuable in the long run.
In this particular
And the
instance,
Cloud
I think
Drake?
so, yeah.
Yeah.
A single one for sure. It's not stacking up just
They've
yet.
got Infernal and Mountain already, so.
Yeah, I think Limit Tests are okay with that. But in other news, TF Blade, split pushing.
Yeah, big win here, I think, for Limit Test, just because the TP for Fallen Bandit now is on cooldown. He has shown he can't stay in the lane by himself with TF Blade. I think it's still scary to try and lane that Vladimir against not just any Jax, TF Blade's Jax, and it'll be a little bit more time before he can make a TP play to make an impact team fight.
Yeah, the only player with the teleport up and available right now is actually Voyboy. And he's sitting up in the top lane to clear waves away, having knocked down the tower in either of those lanes, only getting the mid one.
Voidboy's had a pretty good game, too.
Yeah,
1,
he
1,
has.
and 4.
Victor's worked out pretty well.
Getting the items done.
TF Blade switches course down to the bot side.
Here we go.
Yeah, we've seen this movie a few times.
Yep. TF Blade split pushing away yet again. And he's already killing those turrets so fast, too.
Yeah,
That's
he's-
kind of what Jax does.
He's pretty good at that. Meanwhile, Tarzan and Papa Chow going a clearing. Oh, Fallen Bandit. Yeah, he was hanging for a little while, but yeah, he's got to be careful now. There's a level disadvantage as well.
Yep. And it's probably just going to continue to grow.
True that. Another Rift Herald should be polished off by Limit Test. They have control over the pit. Let's see where they put this one. Probably,
Honeyfruit.
I guess, would be
Attackable
in
plant
mid lane.
object. When destroyed, drops. Oh, I didn't get to read it all. Oh.
It drops delicious fruit. Oh. Scuttle was like, what's going on?
Delicious healing fruit.
Yeah, fruit is good for you.
Not if you eat too much of it, though. There's a
That's
lot
true.
of sugar.
Anything can be bad in large enough quantities, that is true. But not in League of Legends. There's no such thing as too much honey fruit.
It's true.
You just get really slow for a little bit. Bleh.
Tasty fruit. He likes blood and fruit.
He's got to get some variety in his diet.
Yeah. You know. That's our Vladimir.
But that's the thing, is like, it's kind of weird because he's sort of playing with this food. He's throwing blood around everywhere, right?
Ugh.
Yeah, it's kind of gross. Not very hygienic.
No. How does Sivir not like cut the heck out of her armpits with that thing? I mean,
That is a really good
on that
question.
skin, like the spikes are actually longer than her arms.
They're not actually sharp.
She just hits people really hard with
Yeah, it's just blunt instrument.
it. Could be.
It's the only thing I can think of. Oh,
Bring a new definition to Ultimate Frisbee.
now that would be a great skin.
Ultimate Frisbee Sivir.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You can make a line of it. You can throw Kiana in there as well.
I mean, that could be part of the whole like beach party.
Cannon.
Line.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. Rift Herald summoned in the mid. And this should be the tower pretty easily as the 20-minute mark is ticked over. Limit Test looking to extend the limit of their gold lead.
Pretty much. Baron has spawned now.
Ooh, there's a party up top side. What's going on here? Master Fiend and Lopali looking to catch on to Papa Chow. Meanwhile, Voyboy in some trouble from Tarzan as he flashes away. Not soon enough to die.
Tarzan with the easy kill on Voidboy. Let's listen to what TF Blade's saying right now.
Dude, that was actually so
Let's
funny.
fucking go, 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 go. Baron. Baron, go, Baron. Go, Baron. Let's go.
Good call.
I
yeah,
have
they don't need to
more
chase
inter
that. They can just go take the Baron early.
Yeah,
No,
this
no,
is
I
a
played-
hallmark
I played
TF Blade team. They have very decisive calls
just
that
line up, I
tend
just
to be
line up.
right a lot more than they are wrong.
If Vlad comes, I can just go on around and kill him.
They're giving.
Okay, we have a drag in a minute. I want to get back on the map for that ASAP.
I should have.
And they want to
That's so
get
funny.
back to the
Champ
dragon
is
as
so
fast as they can, I think.
Yeah, I used all my heals on you, all three of them.
Yo, silver flash and everything too, by the way.
Yeah.
Here, people keeping an eye on those cooldowns as well. Summoners.
This is what you got to do. Those timings are very important to remember. Just about everything. You forget something and then smacking you in the face.
Yep.
It was interesting in hearing from the pros and from the streamers. Oh yeah, Fallen Bandit, you can't get that, sorry. And this is where limit tests start to take control. 4,000 gold lead.
I can't believe they gave them Olaf and Jax. Like, I really can't.
Yeah, oh, okay, maybe
here
they
we
get some
go.
kills here. Looking for Tarzan and Papa Chow.
This is the fight you want. This is like the best start possible
That's one.
for Genius Gang right now. And
That's
I
two.
can see why, yeah. Good engage.
Or it's here.
No.
What is EQ cooldown? What is EQ cooldown?
It's up now.
Okay.
Can we contest dragon?
Yeah,
we
there's
can.
no
Can we just
fucking
get
way
it?
I just killed 2 people and
Yeah, I can TP down. I can TP down. Jack is already on it.
Okay, walking in. They might burn it fast.
They
Take
are
the
trying.
Oh no.
Waiting.
Okay, we can't strike anymore. I'm on him.
TPing.
He's stunned.
Shockwave? TF Blade?
Not counter.
Kill the Ori afterwards. Yeah, we can keep going. I have slows.
I'm gonna just hit me. I'm really low.
I got a slow for you.
Watch out.
Okay.
I'm like behind you guys a little
Oh,
bit. but-
oh, Ripperino.
They're gonna start
Oh,
respawning
boy.
and cut you out. So just be mindful of that while you fight. He's on the Ori. He's on.
Oh, value!
Yeah,
Oh,
Dawning Shadow
no.
coming in. Or
Holy
Dawning
shit,
Twilight,
that's so
rather, coming in from Value there.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that was a bad idea.
Well, they are going to get the dragon anyway. I mean, they tried. I don't think that was a bad fight to
Yeah, they
take
did.
for Genius Gang.
It's the burst.
I don't think it was a
is
bad
just
fight
ridiculous.
to take, but the lead in terms of just champion strength across the board is getting to be a little bit too much right now. Even
Yeah.
if the gold doesn't necessarily reflect that.
That's true. The third dragon picked up by limit tests and get the cloud in there, getting one step closer to the soul.
You know, 2 big plays there by Value. Everyone saw the Dawning Shadows at the very end to give the shield and dish the damage to Vlad. But right before that, he was able to get the snare down onto Voyboy and prevent the extra damage from Victor to come in as well. Big play there by Value on the Senna.
You're not kidding here. Tarzan still stealing away on red buffs. At this point, limit tests can pretty much run just about wherever they want on the map. And, well, wouldn't you know it? Wherever TF Blade wants to be is where there's a tower.
Yeah, but he's so strong in the team fights right now anyway. They can just kind of like group up and find those.
So 23 minutes in, it was close for a while. Now clear lead here for TF Blade and Limit Test. Already up 1-0 in our best of 3 finals. 3 days of action, 2 weeks of preparation for all these teams, and it's getting close to the end here.
36 hours for Voyboy for sure.
Do you like
not looking so good.
shockwaves?
Oh, that's no good.
Here comes a shockwave.
Yeah. Oh,
There it is.
pulling in a couple. I don't think they really needed it to be that big though. Papa
Yep.
Chow's still hanging out there.
I mean, there
Voyboy
was-
gets one.
You know, they did a great job of funneling Genius Gang into a small area, and when that happens against this team, you get hit by a bunch of undertows and a shockwave.
Love the prediction, duh. Do you like shockwaves?
This is how you get shockwaves.
I think it was too obvious.
And that was all without Lieutenant Blade there. TF Blade leading his squad.
Yeah.
Limit Test in the bot lane, now in the mid lane, and watch out, Otto.
Yeah, I think you're in a lot of trouble there. Can't afford to hang out too much longer. The heal, spell shield already burnt. They just jump right on him, and it's tower wrecking time.
Oh, everyone just kind of funneling in once and once. Here's a quadra kill. Can they give him the triple?
They can.
They can. I was like, oh, do they keep going? Can they just dive the turret for the quadra and then maybe get the penta?
It'd be a bit of a delayed one, but
I think they
can
just want to
certainly
end
go
the
for it.
game, though.
Yeah, this will be it. This will be the championship for Limit Test. Tarzan will be the back-to-back, and the whole team looking very powerful.
Low Pally
Yep.
buying a little bit of time here. Fallen Bandit, the only one left.
I think
17 seconds left on the death timers.
The respawn timers are just a bit too long right now. It's only going to be Fallen Bandit to try to do that. And that is the ace again. Are they actually just going to They're just going to be thorough, apparently. They could end. They maybe could have ended right there.
TF Blade almost dead, too. What the heck?
Sure.
He's still hanging around. Oh, there's the pull-in. Oh, no.
I think they're just petting that KDA stat right now.
Yeah, I think so. Look at Voyboy. He's taken so low just by the shockwave. Otto does take down Tarzan.
Oh, my gosh.
I think this might end the push for now. Oh, boy.
Flash forward by Otto and then missing the boomerang blade.
Uh-oh, the stun, the flat. Oh, no.
Yeah, that's all right, Papa Joe. That works.
Right.
That
Talking
works.
about value.
All right, a little bit of a swag going on here, but
Yeah.
they're going to back off and play it safe, I guess.
25 kills to 14. Almost a kill a minute just for limit test.
Yep.
It's been one of those games.
Yep, it's been pretty good. 7, 4, and 5 for TF Blade right now. 5-0, 14 for Value. 8, 2, and 12 for Tempest. Some pretty impressive stat lines on the limit test side of things.
Yeah, especially from the players that we weren't accustomed to seeing those score lines from earlier on in the tournament. It was all about TF Blade, all about Tarzan. Not today.
And here's the Drake. It's back. Cloud Dragon up, and limit test can take that.
Don't even think they
They
need
probably
it.
don't even want to. They don't want the Elder Drake to even be on the map.
A TF Blade would rather take the life of Fallen Bandit.
Oh, low Pally.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, I'm missing the Zenith Blade.
Oh, low Pally.
I'm helping.
Shield.
Oh, low Pally.
Oh, goodbye.
And the teleport used.
Voyboy wants
Voyboy
this.
can still find this kill.
Laser, miss.
No.
And he's out. Meanwhile, at
Another
Baron
Baron.
Pit.
All right. It's Baron time again.
What a play by TF Blade to just toy around with the opposing top laner against the support as well. And Voyboy TPing on in, looking grim for the Genius Gang. Looking to not have the highest IQ right now.
Well, what can you do? I think the individual strength of the players on limit test is so strong.
Yeah. The
They
brains
really-
can't compete with the bronze sometimes.
I think the Genius Gang really just need to play the perfect game to beat limit test right now.
It wasn't a bad start. I mean, there was a lot to like, especially from this draft, and I think what Genius Gang were doing to try and neutralize the Jax a little bit, to try and get some movement around the map, it was working for a while, but Limit Test they're just a stronger team. They just fight it out better.
I mean, it's impressive that they got past impressive small ferrets, but it stops here.
That should be it. The closeout slow from two fronts. Inhibitors down across the board now.
Perhaps the
Well,
final
soon.
fight coming in. Yeah, all 3 inhibitors down.
All right, this is the Alamo for Genius Gang.
Yeah, we've seen 3 previous iterations of this matchup here. All 3 won by Limit Test on the brink of the final one. Now we have minions, which we didn't have last time to push on in, and they're buried in power. Just got to sit and wait.
They're just letting the minions kill the...
Yeah, you don't necessarily have like a true marksman to help destroy the turrets unless you're selling out.
Not so much.
Just letting this one happen, nice and slow. Don't give an opening to Genius Gang.
Yeah, TF Blade went back and bought, and then he came, teleported back in again. Not sure what he picked up, but
That's what you do.
pretty much full item Jax right now
Yeah.
with basic boots.
Yes, because why not? He's been fast enough without him.
I think this move is good. This move is good.
Yeah, I'm poking turrets with Qs.
All right, let's follow along with TF Blade. This looks like it's it.
Light in the back.
I'm HP.
Kill Vlad?
Oh,
He can just jump in harm's way and out.
all right, there we go. Carries down.
Just watch out for
Only
some.
Sivir
Aside from
turrets.
the Sivir.
Versus 2. Let me auto.
Only Sivir, only Sivir, just go in.
I'm autoing top side.
Not anymore.
Fucking go, boys!
Your range is so
We are
far.
the champions.
Can't even hit you.
Wait,
Kill this
kill
guy.
him. Good shit, boys. We did it.
Plus 50! Do it!
Well, alrighty then.
There you go. The victors, the champions. Limit Test. TF Blade's team taking it in the end.
Yeah, less enthused than what we thought, but still, they knew they had the victory
It seemed
over
like a foregone
probably like
conclusion.
10
Yeah.
minutes ago.
Stick
But-
your hands at the keyboard. We got this. Hey, we're the champions.
Yeah, congratulations, TF Blade and Limit Test, your second ever Team Draft Showdown champions.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Twitch Rivals, the show about streamers and the games they love. Deegan and I just washed our hands. You should go wash your hands too if you haven't, because we haven't started the draft yet. We're going to get there in a second. This is all about League of Legends. Today we are drafting some teams. We're going to play in a North American draft showdown. We did Europe earlier today.
We did.
Now it's time for the Freedom Fighters.
Yep, all the kind boys are done. We're ready to hear some smack talk, and we'll get to see a new champion. TF Play won't be playing in this one, so we'll get to see who will step up and claim the crown for the third North American team draft.
That's true, and where do the rest of his teammates end up? We'll find that out as well, assuming they are all eligible to be drafted. Let's take a look at the format we're going to be going through today. Is we've got 8 team captains, and we've got 130 players for them to draft. They'll be working through a snake draft format. If you don't know what that is, don't worry, we'll kind of explain it as we go along. Basically, we'll kind of go through rounds. If you got to pick first in one round, you'll pick last in the next round. If you pick last round, one round, you get to pick first in the next one. So you get 2 back-to-back, pretty cool. And if, for the teams that are here again, if you placed first, which in this case no one did because TF Play's team's not here, they would get to retain 4 teammates. The second place team gets to retain 3 of those teammates, so they could actually come in with most of their roster completed, which will be reflected on the draft graphic when we see that later on today. Just something to understand about that when it happens. But let's talk through the format we're going to be playing once we get into the games. That show will start on March 31st. Day 1 and Day 2 will be the group stage, because we'll divide these teams into 2 groups, Group A and B. They'll play through a round robin. That'll take 6 rounds to get through. And then on Day 3, we'll play any tiebreakers we need to figure out who's in the top 4 from each of those groups, and then play our semifinals and finals matches, giving out $75,000 in prizing.
That's right. And the tiebreakers are really important because we had tiebreakers in both the European show and the North American show. So, you know, you're going to get a lot of games, probably extra games, more bang for your buck, while everyone's staying safe during this tough time.
I mean, hey, who isn't down for more League of Legends? But let's take a look at the team captains we will have drafting today. These are some of the best North American League of Legends streamers we could find, and many of them have played in previous events. Fogged is kind of, you could say, the reigning League of Legends Twitch Rivals North American champ right now, seeing his team won the most recent event, though that was not a draft showdown. So we'll see how he holds up here in the draft format. And there's a number of notable characters here.
Yeah, Metaphor is carrying the mantle for Limit Test, who won the last one. So he'll be in that last draft position, have the opportunity to take some of his players back. Night Blue and Yasuo also returning as well. Lopali, Heisendong, Antibot, and Shifter going first. Shifter actually gets to stay on for a little bit longer, even though his team didn't quite get over the hump.
That's true. Lopali was in that Genius Gang roster that made it into the finals of our last draft showdown, but they didn't make the win. They did not get the win there over Limit Test. So we'll see how they do here, as he's going to draft a team of his own.
Yeah, when I was looking through the list of players here, there were, I think, we sorted it by highest rank. There were 60 Challenger players that signed up for this one. So this is like one of the highest rated Twitch Rivals events that we've had. We've had some big names before. We've had some Academy Pro players, I think, in our very first one, where it was like, all right, if you're Academy, you can play, and then we put the restriction on, and I think the level play dropped a little bit. This time, there's a ton of stacked players, and then you have some big retired players as well that haven't achieved Challenge, but have done some amazing things in the pro scene, both in North America and at the world stage.
Well, you said there's 60 Challenger players. There's only 32 possible spots to be taken here, and many of them will probably be already filled by returning players from previous events.
Right.
So there's a chance we have just like a full Challenger roster, but it'll depend on pools and stuff. We'll see how that goes. Chat, I want to know who your favorite team captain is out of the 8 team captains. It's basically just a popularity contest. Use the Twitch Rivals poll. It's over here if you're on mobile, and it's down there. It's down there if you're on mobile. It's over here if you're on PC. And yeah, just click on the Twitch Rivals extension, click on the polls, tell who your favorite team captain is, and we'll see who wins after the break. We'll be right back. Go hear a word from our sponsor. Stick around.
Vote!
Wash your hands! We'll be getting into that draft here in just a moment, folks. But before we do, we got some lovely people here, some lovely things to talk about. You guys are joining chat, and I'm really interested to know who you thought was your favorite team captain. But we're not going to see that just yet. Let you got just a few more seconds to vote here. Deacon, who do you think it's going to be? Who do you think's the most popular?
The most popular,
Or who's the most popular with this chat of like a couple thousand people?
Yasuo. And it's
Yasuo?
more than a couple thousand. We got a bajillion people watching right now. I think it's going to be Yasuo. You know, anytime that Mo has an opportunity towards redemption and a possible opportunity to failing, people are going to watch.
Do you think this is the only thing he's going to win?
Yeah, TF Blade and Tyler 1 aren't in it.
That's true. He is going to be here. He's got a good chance, folks. We'll see how it goes. But speaking of chances to win things, you could be the person who could possibly win a game of TFT. That's a thing that can happen. It's fun because it's just 1 out of 8 and it's just RNG, right? This whole game. No, it's actually a pretty hard game. But you can now do it on your phone. All the floating islands there. I was playing during the break.
You were playing earlier. How'd you do?
Came in second.
Okay.
The other guy had
Moving up.
He had like 4 3-star units, so I was just screwed.
Nothing you can do.
I didn't try to 3-star anything there. But let's walk through the schedule. We're going to be talking about today and over the course of the rest of March as we have a couple different League of Legends events happening. We've got today. Today's March 19th. We're doing the draft, and then March 31st and April 1st, we'll do those group stages we were talking about earlier, followed immediately on April 2nd by the tiebreaker matches and then the semifinals and finals where we will crown a new draft champion. That will happen in Europe and in North America. It'll be Europe in the mornings and Americas in the afternoon here for you people who are in the American time zones. Those will have both those tournaments going on at the same time. Should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, and for the Europeans, it'll be in the afternoon and then late night.
Yeah,
or
it
late
will.
night entertainment before you go to bed.
You know, it's the world. The internet's a global thing, Dion. It's pretty crazy how it's like it's a different time everywhere on the planet right now. But yeah, no, we saw No Way For You kept most of his roster, kept his whole roster.
Kept his whole roster.
So he is still the top dog over there in Europe. And now we're going to crown a new top dog.
These are going to be 2 very different team draft showdowns because you have a lot of the King of the Hill returning members. You have the first and second place teams returning at least 4 out of the 5 members. Here, we don't have a lot of team captains coming back, so therefore we're drafting a whole new set of players. So whether they decide to go for the highest rated player, friends that they know, suggestions from other friends, we'll find out here very soon.
We certainly will, but we couldn't do any of this without the support of our partners. Thank you so much to the U.S. Army. Join millions of experts in their fields. What's your warrior? And also Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel. Game Fuel includes ingredients shown to improve accuracy and alertness, along with a no-slip grip and a resealable lid. Learn more at GameFuel.com. It makes a nice little poof every time, too. It's like having a firework, but it's act that you drink, and then you can seal it. Here's the best part. You drink that, and now I want you to reseal it, and then flip the can upside down.
Pow! Pow! This is risky. Pow.
Look at that.
Whoa! I've never done that before.
You haven't done it before?
That's
Yeah.
cool, that's cool, that's cool.
The first time you do it, you're like, oh my gosh, is it gonna spill? But no, it actually doesn't, folks. All right, I wanna see. He said it was Yasuo. I think Metaphor. Sure, why not?
Probably
Let's see,
should.
who's it gonna be there? Yasuo, it was Yasuo. And Metaphor is down in the middle of the list there. But yeah, Yasuo, not as dominant as Huzzy was over in Europe, but still pretty good.
But Metaphor is the only one that is returning this one that has won. So I think
true.
you know that's a big thing here for him. And even if he doesn't get the popular vote, always someone that you need to be aware of.
We're very aware in chat. You guys are aware of them too. Keep voting. Give me your favorite Yasuo emotes in chat. I want to see them while we go to break, and we'll see you guys on the other side to get this draft started. Stick around. We are moments away from the draft being started, and it's actually going to start. I promise we're not going to show you any more commercials, and now that I've promised you that, it's probably going to happen, but don't worry about it. It will get there.
If it does happen, it's because the guys aren't working Discord
Something's
together.
wrong. The thing they told me that's supposed to happen, it says we're supposed to do drafting next.
Yeah, and also I needed to clarify, Metaphor did not win that last one because I remember he was playing Zach support for Tyler One's Monster Boss Legends of Swag Emblos. And
Yes.
His Zach support was so good that I think he pulled a couple bans for Zach so that he couldn't play it anymore because the rest of his support's not so good.
Well, folks, it's time to get into the draft, and we're going to be starting things off here with Mr. Saint Vicious. So it says it's supposed to be Shifter. Shifter's busy right now. Saint Vicious, how you doing?
I'm doing good. So Shifter I think is playing some Call of Duty tournament. So he said that he'd pick me first, and then I would do the rest of the drafting for him for his team. So I'm gonna pick me. Wow.
So you pick yourself. How does it feel to like be surrogate Shifter? Like you're just him right now.
I'm him. Okay, as long as I get to keep his dog, fine. Yeah, we're good.
That's true.
How does it feel to be the first and probably only captain to ever pick themselves in the history of Twitch Rivals?
I'll take it, man. Good pick, smart choice.
I feel like there is no one else more deserving to pick themselves and be more happy that they picked themselves. So, all right, glad to have you on here, Saint. You are the #1 pick of the North American Team Draft Showdown. I didn't think I was going to say that when I woke up today.
How many people can say that about themselves? That not only did you get to pick yourself, but you also got to be the #1 draft pick. So, congratulations, Saint Vicious there. Okay, Antibot is next. All the team captains on the line here, able to talk with each other, able to share it around if they want at any point. Antibot, how are you feeling today? How's the self-isolation going?
It's going good. Yeah, not much to say.
It's all right there. Who you got for your first round pick here?
I want Kinv1. It's Kinv Law.
Kinv Law.
Okay, which lane is that?
It's jungle.
For the jungle, for the people in the back, helps them sort it down there. All right, Ken Villalal, this is a first round pick. This was a big debate over in Europe, was which is more important, the jungle or the ADC role? You got any thoughts on this? I mean, you pick a jungle here round 1.
I think if you're a mid laner, jungle is probably the most important role to make sure it's like really solid on, because the jungler helps enable the mid, and then that can help the mid roam to the other lanes. So.
Hey, I'll help you out. Jungle's a fucking broken ass role, and that's why you first.
False! Worst role in the game.
Right now.
Just in case you weren't
Worst
aware.
role in the game. I'm stuck in Diamond 2. Worst role in the game.
You're not a good jungler. Tyler went out.
Worst rolling. Bro, I beat you on Yasuo 1v1. What are you talking about?
Okay, and I was lagging. I'm next.
All right, well.
Tyler's not even here, so like it doesn't matter, but it's all right. All right,
Yes.
Annie, thank you so much for that pick. We'll come back to you in a little bit here. Heisendong's next. Heisendong, how you doing, man?
Good. Been self-quarantined my whole life anyway, so I don't feel any different.
Yeah, you see all the
nothing's
memes about social
distancing,
distancing, and it's like, yeah, that's kind of
way ahead of you.
Kind of normal.
We got this one. What? Sit inside and play video games all day? Nailed it. Easy one. All right, so you're already in your own top lane here. So what's going to be your first pick of our draft?
I'm thinking a mid lane, because I mean Shifter and Antibot were just went, and they were both mid lanes, and everyone's probably snagged those guys. So I'm gonna take my boy Quantum.
Okay.
He's been always consistent.
That's my teammate, man.
Got to play with.
Gets taken away.
And I get to take it away. And I get to take it away from Night Blue. So
Wait. Who's the one whose voice is saying that this is their stream mate?
That was my teammate from last tournament.
Oh man. So was this going to be your first pick as well, my player?
Can't get carried by him. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Okay, I'll remember it.
No, it is.
All right, Night Blue gets a pick here in 2. All right, but Quantum's been a high pick in previous events as well.
Yeah, he's been solid and shown he's more than just a one trick, and it's been fun to see him grow and carry it. Heisendong, I wanted to ask, you filled in for one of the tournaments, didn't you? What was that last Twitch Rivals?
For Night Blues, my boy Night Blue came in, and he's like, he asked me to play mid lane, and I was, obviously we were apparently he doesn't like me for taking Quantum now, but I thought we were cool, so we'll see how this goes. See how it goes from here.
He gave you a spot in a tournament, and now you stab him in the back like this?
I know. I can't believe we were ever teammates.
Oh my
disgusting.
God. It's
this
gonna
betrayal
like this,
is disgusting.
All part of the script.
Sorry, you can move on.
All right, we'll move on from here. Thank you so much, Highs and Dong there. Yasuo, it's a trash roll, but you're in it this time around. Are you playing? We have you in the jungle right now. Are you playing jungle this tournament?
You said what? Jungle? No.
No.
I'm mid.
Okay. They have you currently on the graphics slotted into the jungle. I wasn't certain if you were shaking things up.
All right, there we go.
Tyler, we mid lane, but like I won't stall out like the other guys. Jungle is an OP role, and that's why I'm going to first pick jungle. And my first pick, I've made mistakes in the past, is going to trick 2G as my jungler first pick.
Oh, the redemption!
Oh my!
We're bringing it back.
Wow. Okay. I like this. I'm excited.
Me too.
To watch this.
I feel absolved of sin right now. I feel like I'm ready to go ahead and pass on. What makes you go through this pick? How has it been since the stab in the back and now you're like...
Give us your path on this journey. I feel like we've heard everyone else's story. I want to hear your story, Yasuo.
Well, me and Trick, honestly, is still boys. Like, we've been playing games. Like, we played COD yesterday. We played Apex the other day. Like, we're always playing games still, and we're always talking. But the story of, like, the whole stab in the back thing was, like, before Rivals started, Trick hit me up and was like, yo, Mo, like, we running it? And I was like, yeah, like, we're going to run it, And then what I didn't know is that he told Twitch that he didn't want to be a captain because he was going to be on my team, and we didn't really communicate much after that. And then I was like, how am I hearing? Basically, story kept going, and then I fucked him over pretty much by accident. Not by accident. I won't throw away the blame, but I didn't really think of a scenario in my head where Trick wouldn't play in Rivals. But so that's where I fucked up, and I first picked John. But yeah, whatever. Story. Hey, me and Trick running shit this time around. It's gonna be different.
Bringing it back, getting the redemption in. I like it, Yasuo. We'll see you in a few rounds for another pick. Night Blue. Quantum is gone. Is mid lane your priority here? Where are you going? Who's your second best friend?
I think I have a auto pick.
That's correct.
Oh, you don't get a pick. I'm sorry.
I don't get a choice.
I should pay more attention.
You did have a choice.
You did get a choice. You picked Tony Top.
No, man, I thought this was a democracy, and I'm getting an auto first pick.
Wait. Just for everyone back there, no. Like, you locked this one in. You made the decision to go with Tony Top.
This is what you get for winning top 3 last tournament, guys. You don't get a first pick.
I'm pointing through Degon here. You can see it over there. That little logo that's behind Tony Top Law's name means he was on Night Blue's team last time around, and he chose to keep him on the team here. Of all your teammates, why was Tony Top the guy you chose to stick with?
He is very good at the game.
All right.
Okay. Well, guess it's all that matters. All right.
That's a good save, because I think earlier the EU one, we asked like, hey, why did you stick with this person? And someone said, I don't know. And I was like, all right, well, good luck practicing with them for another 2 weeks. So
to be fair,
that's a good answer.
I feel like LRB set the bar really low there, so it's all right. Thank you so much, Night Blue. We'll be back around in just a moment. Fogged. Coming off a hot victory in our most recent Twitch Rivals League of Legends event. I believe we are playing draft this time around though, which means that the one trick Tryndamere strat isn't gonna work out.
Maybe.
What are you gonna do?
I've been practicing a couple other picks when I get banned out the past couple weeks anyways, just because that's just the nature of solo queue getting banned out. I don't feel like dodging no more, so I've just been practicing some Kled, some Set, some Trundle as my backup picks.
I'm terrified of this man's backup picks. Can you quickly introduce everybody to your bird, the people in chat that don't know about your best friend here?
Oh.
Mr. Zazu.
Being a little bit shy. Hold on. Her name is Zazu. She is a yellow-sided green cheek conure. And she wants to eat the top of my chair at the moment, so I'll leave her be.
All right.
But I got her last year, and she's real cute.
Oh, absolutely adorable. And you get both at his stream. You get the adorable bird, and you also get the just crazy deadly plays on the Tryndamere, and now other things like Kled as well. So Fogged, who's gonna be your first pick here?
My first pick of the draft is the best Riven in the world, Adrian Aries, from my mid laner.
Oh, snap!
Okay. Putting Adrian in the mid lane.
Yep. So here we go. This is our first kind of different role swap, other than Saint playing support. Saint normally plays jungle, but I guess has been playing Phil support.
Oh, I'm gonna be jungle, by the way.
Okay.
All right. He's gonna be jungle. Okay, we can move him over.
We'll move Saint over to jungle. I was like, Saint, I know you've been playing a lot of TFT, but I'm not sure if this is the move. But all right. Anyway, so Adrian, why there and not a traditional mid laner?
I'm thinking me and Adrian both play top and mid with basically all of our picks, so we're gonna have really good flex.
All right.
Okay.
Plus he's just my he's been a friend of mine for years.
Awesome. Well, hey, the friendship is important too. Just having the team dynamics there. Adrian was the last pick of the Shadow Dogs, I believe, back when Tyler put together that team. So picked up here early in round 1. Everyone learned how good he was there, and people knew already as well. Thanks so much, Fogg. We'll see you in a few moments here. Just want to go through the other teams as well. Metaphor, where are you going for your first pick? Oh, he doesn't have a. Where's his camera?
No camera.
Hello?
Metaphor. Hello.
No, I'm sweating in a Call of Duty tournament right now. I gotta focus.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, then don't focus on this pick. Just give it to us.
No, TSM Sword. He's the best mid in the tournament by far.
Wow. Okay. TSM Sword.
Yeah, that's
best
my final answer.
All right. There you go.
Good luck in the tournament. We'll see you. In just a moment because we're going to give Lopali 2 picks here. Lopali, you're only going to get 1 pick this time around though because opted to stay with Osama there as one of the carryover from the last roster. So Lopali, congratulations on promotion to team captain. Who are you going to make your first pick here?
Mine is going to be Tenacity for the top lane.
All right, so I want to go back to Osama. Staying with Osama, you had a bunch of other players that you could have theoretically taken since you're the one that acquired Boys, right? The Genius Gang's slot, right? Am I correct on that? Okay.
Second place team, yeah.
Why'd you go with Osama as the one that you lock in?
So I'm picking Tenacity and bringing back Osama. They're playing on a team right now, so they actually have pretty good synergy and they work well together already. Those are like key important things to having team cohesiveness. And then me and Osama were doing really, really well pretty much throughout the entire tournament, kind of like carrying a lot of the team. So I thought we'd just bring back the old synergy.
All right, pretty cool.
I feel like it makes sense as a support to stick with your ADC of a team that you went well with.
Yeah, and I think it's also different when you're a team that's made it to the finals. You know, you got all the games in there. You know what success kind of looks like. You guys were able to take a win off of Night Blue's team in that last tournament. What biggest thing now as the captain do you want to change as the captain that you weren't able to do as just a player?
Maybe just better flexibility so that we have more options in terms of drafting, since being able to pick and ban changes a lot of the dynamics of Twitch Rivals.
Yep, that's true. Picks and bans in the team draft showdown just
play like different styles.
Exactly.
For sure, gotta be able to flex around a bit. Okay, Lopali, thank you so much. We'll see you again at the end of the next round. Metaphor, we're gonna interrupt your gameplay for just a second. Give us another pick here. He's focused. This man is really focused.
Well,
sorry, I was winning a gunfight. My bad.
Glad you won it.
Yeah, I was dead. But let me think for 1 sec.
Did you win your gulag at least?
I can't remember. It's all a blur. It's a kill tournament. So basically, if we all get gulagged, you just like back out and then remake the lobby. So
I see.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna go with Misty Stumpy, the top laner.
Yeah.
He's honestly, I played with him at Scouting Grounds a couple years ago, and he was the best top laner in that event. I don't know how he didn't get on a team. He's a really cool guy to work with in general, and I think he's like super underrated as a player. So I want to pick him up, and he is a massive champ pool. So yeah, I want to pick Misty Stumpy.
Yeah, definitely agree with all the sentiment that he said. During the collegiate season was one of the most dominant players in all of League of Legends back in 2018, I believe. So he's been on the path for a little while, and everything that Metaphor just said there, underrated. Not sure how he didn't get attached to a team after Scouting Grounds. I think this is a great pick here. Just surprised here as we lead into the rest of round 3 here that there's been 0 AD carry and support, 0 AD carry and support picks.
Yeah, we were pretty split down the middle. All right, Metaphor, we'll let you get back to your event there. We're gonna move on to Fogged here. Fogged, nobody has picked anything in the bot lane at all. Are you filling out your jungle or are you heading down south?
I'm gonna pick my ADC. I'm gonna pick Neo.
Okay, finally an ADC to go up against Osama here. The first ADC drafted here. Thoughts about this pick?
I think you must know something there. Why Neo? What is the synergy that you have there with Neo? What have you encountered him solo queue? What's the deal?
He's the best ADC in the tournament.
All right.
Okay. Well,
short and simple.
I'm sure he's got the title and everything in game already. Best ADC in the tournament there. All right, cool. Thanks so much, Fogged. Next, moving on to Night Blue. Night Blue, you finally actually get to make a pick out of the pool here. Where are you going first? Which lanes you going to prioritize?
You know what? I'm doing a first right now. I'm picking support.
All right. Okay.
Support is the strongest and best role in the game.
I couldn't agree more. I absolutely love this. I love this sentiment that you're my new favorite streamer. All right, who's the lucky support?
Awesome. Honestly, I think I'm gonna have to go with Joey LOL.
Ah, yeah.
Joey.
So Joey, I think he got a run on a team last. Was he on your team last time, Neblu?
No, he wasn't.
He was in the Team Draft Showdown 2 before. Joey's spent some time with CLG and Team Liquid back in 2017, I want to think. But always a fantastic mechanical support. Got to duo in for a little while. I think he's a great player and definitely fits well in a Team Draft Showdown atmosphere. And I think Nightblue here made the smart decision.
You sold him to me. You sold him.
Yeah.
I'll tell you. Final answer. Yes, I will take Joey.
You sold him and he already bought him, so
Yeah.
it's great.
I'm glad. I'll double commission here. But yeah, I think this is smart by Nightblue by picking this support early on. You're at the point now in a draft where it's like, hey, do you take something because of scarcity, or are you going for the best player in a role possible?
Dude, his boy Quantum got taken away from him. He's like, I can't lose my boy Joey as well, but thanks for showing me on him there. Okay, cool stuff. Thanks so much, Nightblue. Yasuo, you're next up here. You got your boy Trick. Who else you going for?
See, this time around, I'm picking the homies. We're gonna have a great time. Listen, we're gonna win the whole tournament, obviously, because that's the end goal. But at the same time, all that matters is having fun. So I'm going to go with my second pick. I'm gonna go for support, and I'm gonna simp and pick my girl Pokey main.
Okay. We are building a high viewer count squad over here.
Yeah.
I feel like.
And also, to be fair, you're the only guy that picked a female last time. You picked, was it Star Smitten, right?
Yep, Celine, yep.
Yeah, so you picked Celine last time, so this is the same forward thinking that we've always seen here by Yasuo. So cool stuff here. I like the consistency.
Dude, I can't wait to see where Star Smitten ends up. She's always great in the events.
I don't think she's on the list of supports. I didn't see her. I don't think
Is she not? Rip. They didn't actually.
I think she is.
You think?
You might be right. You might be right. You might be right.
Well, it's too late. You already locked in Pokemon. You'll have to put Star Smitten up the top there or something.
Hey, we take those. Let's
Hey,
go.
do you still have that water bottle collection by your desk?
Okay, I don't have that many bottles. I have like 3 right now. I have actually some dog food because I know everyone's curious. Who's got a dog? He's knocked out right now. His name's Mello.
Oh, hello.
Hello, Mello.
So adorable. He's sleeping.
Is he sleeping? Let me check. Let me check 1 sec. I know you guys need content. Here you go, boy.
Oh, it's so much cuter than I thought it was gonna be. Franker's in the chat, please. My goodness. All right. I don't know if Yasuo can hear me. I'm gonna wait till he puts his headset back on there.
I hear you.
You hear me? Awesome. Cool. Well, thank you so much. Glad to see you cleaned up your room, and we'll see you. We'll see you in a few. Heisendong, you're next here. You've got your mid lane filled out. There's been a lot of picks since then. Anything that's been taken away from you that you were hoping to get? Oh, you're muted.
Whoops! I was talking to my stream. My bad. The sports are getting picked up really fast. Sports are getting picked up really fast now, so I'm probably gonna make that my second. I think I'll snatch Papa Chow.
Okay, Papa Chow.
Yep.
Do consistency.
Papa Chow, another supporter that has played a lot of Twitch rivals before. Had some time at Echo Fox and over at Maryville University, I think. Yeah, Papa Chow's been bounced around. He's another caliber support, so I like that pick there.
This is so interesting because of the way that Nightblue picks a support, and then all of a sudden everyone's like, well, wait, I gotta pick my support. We're picking supports this round. I'm going for supports here. Is this changing up any of the strategy you had coming into this day, Heisendong?
Well, I mean, I was gonna do support third rotation, but since they're actually getting snagged up, I kind of want to secure one just in case.
Okay, well, that works out well. Thank you so much for that pick. And we are gonna be moving on to Annibot now. Back to Annie, you picked up the jungle round 1. Where you wanna go here for round 2?
All right, I'm gonna break away from the direction everybody else has been going. I'm gonna go with my 80s. That's gonna be Lol Tomo.
Okay, we're gonna say the second ADC drafted here with Lol Tomo.
Lol Tomo getting locked on in here. Why Lol Tomo here, Jared?
He's very good, honestly. Yeah, I've just played with him before.
I mean, that's 2 reasons. So many people have drafted, like, I saw he was challenger on a website, so I drafted him, you know? I think having some previous experience is good. I agree. Yeah. Cool. Thanks, Antibot. All right. Shifter, but St. Vicious here. I'm just gonna say this is Team St. Vicious. You're the one here doing the work. Look, Metaphor managed to somehow show up and draft a team while playing in a tournament. I don't know why Shifter couldn't do it here. St. Vicious, how are you feeling about the current spread of the teams? Has there been any team that you're already intimidated by?
Nah, man, we're good. I want to pick Yvonne.
Okay.
Can I snag her?
Yeah.
We need the team.
It is your pick. So you're going with Yvonne at the bot lane. She plays, right? AD carry?
Yep, ADC.
Her Caitlyn is nuts. I think she's won Twitch Rivals before, got like 2nd place. She's always rated high, so always a staple here. So she's getting locked in at that AD carry role before a couple other people. Only 4 other AD carries there. Why are you going AD carry here? And then you also have 1 more pick after this.
Why? I don't know. I'm just talking to Danny, like on Twitter or whatever, and he's just like, get this person, get that person. So I think he's just going for the homegirl, and then I guess I'll pick my next person. I actually think I'm gonna play support, and then I'll pick up shorter ace for John.
Oh, okay, so he was in this.
So you are a support. All right.
Okay, always see
I'm down to do both. I can do both.
Okay, that sounds great. St. Vicious choosing actually to play support here, so picking up shorter ace there. Also, the people in the back have asked me if you can move your mouse because it's on your webcam. I feel like that's our mouse, but if they say up.
Oh, whoops, it is.
That's funny. Nope, worked out just fine there. Okay, so shorter ace in the jungle here. The jungle's decently filled up right now. Thoughts about how he stacks up against the rest of the competition?
I honestly don't know. Like, I play League a little bit. I don't really follow solo queue as much, but Danny plays a lot more than I do. He says he's a beast, so I'm gonna take his word.
How does it feel giving up your role like that? That's what I want to know.
Well, I mean, technically I played LCS in both roles, so we good.
That's right, you did. I forgot. Was that Gravity? Was that when you played support? When did you play support?
That was on Team Liquid. It was on Team Liquid. Yeah, me and Koff on the bot lane. Well, what a duo, man.
The good old days.
I mean, he's wearing the Liquid shirt, you know. Like, he's repping the old days there. Awesome. Okay, St. Vicious, thank you so much. Back to Annie here. You've only got 2 more picks. Which is going to be more important to you, the top or the support?
The support.
Okay.
And it's going to be Tails JJ.
Tails JJ. That leaves only 2 teams that have yet to pick a support here. Thoughts about Tails JJ, Digon?
Tails has had a long career kind of hovering around the academy and like amateur scene, and I think has had a couple opportunities to go up top, but hasn't quite made it, but he's always been like a caliber player. What are your thoughts, Jared?
It's his duo. That's Tomo's duo, so I figure it'd be good lane synergy to have them both together.
That's great. Getting the opinion of the person that's going to have to sit next to him in a lane for many, many hours. I like it there. Okay, cool. So you've just got the top lane left. We'll come back to you here in just a moment. Moving on now. Back to Heisendong. You've got the jungle and the ADC role. Some would say the 2 most important roles. You've left them here for last. Which one are you going to prioritize?
Should I pick again?
Yeah.
Probably the jungle here. Probably the jungle. I'm gonna pick... Actually, you know what? Ooh. Let's go with Andy Bendy for ADC. I just switched it up last second here. Just had like an epiphany.
Wait, okay, walk me through this epiphany. What were the thoughts going into this?
Well, Papa Chow plays a bunch with Andy Bendy, and I enjoy playing with him in solo queue, and so just kind of like clicked with me that I wanted an ADC before people start snagging them, because nobody has picked ADCs yet.
Are you
or like many ADCs?
So all right, sorry, I misheard that. Are you doing this all yourself, or did Papa Chow give that to you? Because we know that some players are getting
we've been talking, and he thinks it's a good choice too. So we're gonna snag that up.
Awesome. Yeah, well, we've seen this strat work from LRB. Just crowdsource from within your team. Who do you guys want to play with? And it worked really well over there in Europe.
Makes it easier.
Yeah, for sure. Awesome stuff. All right, Heisendong, you've got just the jungle to pick, so be making a list there, because we're going to have a few of those probably go before we get back to you. Yasuo, we're coming back to you. You've put together quite the celebrity roster here. I'm super excited to see where we go with this next.
Okay, so for my next pick, my chat is spamming XQC, but I don't think he's in the draft, but I'll pick XQC if he's there. Is he?
Is XQC in the draft? Could I get confirmation from behind? Because I want nothing more in my entire life He's not in the draft. Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, my chat lied to me. Okay, it's all good. I got a backup pick, you know? My main man, you know, The Rock, picked him plenty of time before. We always run shit. My boy Sanchovies.
Anchovies! Yeah, that's what I was waiting for you to say in the top lane.
Out there in the top. So I feel like no matter what happens, your team's gonna be the most fun to like hang out in the streams of.
No, 100%. Like, Sanchovies is probably the funniest person in this, honestly, in the player pool and the captains. You guys aren't funny, just letting you know. Sancho's the GOAT. He's so funny. And honestly, he's really good at the game, too, when he's trying and not running it down mid. He's like GM, so it's not bad. I'll take him.
Awesome. Clean, simple pick there from Yasuo. All right, so I'm excited to see who the lucky ADC is, but we got to wait until we get back around to you here for your last pick. Good luck. Night Blue, you've got the mid lane and the ADC both open. The mid lane, I feel like you were the one who made the move away from support because made the move to pick support because the mid lane had already all filled up there. So I'm excited to see who ends up with you here. What's
mid lane is the worst role in the game right now.
Wow.
Just had to put that one out.
Wow.
Yes, I'm going to put that one out. All right, for this next pick, I'm going to pick the undisputed best AD carry in the tournament. Are you ready for it?
Ooh. I'm so ready.
I've got like 3 in my head, so let me know which one you think.
It's only one. Value 247.
Yeah, that's right. Value was on Night Blue's team on Limit Test last time. We got to see the highlights.
Wait. No, he wasn't.
Was he? Was he on your team?
No, he's on the other team.
Yeah, Limit Test.
He was on TF Blade's team, I think.
He was on the other team. He's on the team that won.
Bad. He was on TF Blade's team. Right.
He's a winner.
He was on Senna
Like
and had the perfect donning shadows, like right at the right time as soon as whoever Vladimir kind of popped up. I think it was Voyboy's Vladimir popped up at the right time. Value's sick.
Yeah.
He was in the office
Value's
last
really
time.
good.
He was sick.
Value's like probably one of the best ADCs, but the question is like, I don't think he can carry Night Blue.
You're literally a for fun player. I don't know why you're talking. All right, the best AD carry in the tournament. We got a winning squad.
All right, well, we'll see how you run it out with the one trash roll you have left to fill there when we get back to you here.
I'll try my best to pick, it doesn't really matter what we pick mid, honestly. It's an irrelevant role.
That's your teammate.
All right, we'll see when we get back to you. Congratulations on the value pick. Fog, you've got a jungle and a support left to fill out here. Where are you thinking?
I think I'm going to take the jungle role. I think I'm going to pick the rank 1 jungler, Tarzan.
Oh,
I can't believe Tarzan made it this far down the list. We made it in like round 4 before he got picked up.
Tarzan, the only two-time
the two-time League of Legends Twitch Rivals
North American Team Draft Showdown champion. Because I guess No Way For You has won twice.
Yes, there's a few other games where people have won twice.
He's also currently sitting at the longest streak, going undefeated at 16 games. They lost their first group stage or their semifinals. They lost their first semifinals game, but then won the match. So. I don't know how that slides all the way down there, but that's pretty sick.
Fogged, are you concerned at all about like too many cooks in the kitchen with a team like this? You've got a lot of strong players that are gonna have some strong opinions here that you're gonna have to manage.
I mean, we're all friends, man. Like, me and Tarzan have duoed a while back. I think we did a unranked, account, and I think we went 100% win rate all the way through Diamond 4, Diamond 3. And then me and Adrian have do it a bunch in the past, flexing top and mid in solo queue. I think we were doing it last season at around 700 LP with really good success. And then Tarzan was the one that actually told me to pick Neo. He said he is a solid pick. So I went and listened to him on that one.
Awesome. Hey, look at that. If they're already friends and they're listening to each other too, I'm absolutely terrified of your team, man. Okay, you got one more pick, but we got to get through 2 others before we get to you, man. Stay on the line there. We'll hear from you in a second. Metaphor, are you in the gunfight? Can you talk?
Yeah, I can talk.
Awesome.
I'm trying to think of who to pick here. I gotta hold on. You
gotta fill out that bot lane. You need an ADC and a support.
You got 1 minute and 50 seconds.
Who do Gets the calculator out.
Yeah, I'm typing to Sword right now. He's helping me out.
He's getting the 200 IQ plays.
Another surrogate drafter.
Yeah, so we do kind of have
a lot of the players that I wanted are gone. So, but I kind of expect them to be gone, honestly.
That is how a draft works.
We've got a lot of LFTs in the chat right now from these other partners.
Yeah, honestly,
waiting to get picked.
You just go to the Twitch Rivals chat. There's a bunch of people there. You just start shouting their names out.
Right. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I haven't played League in a couple weeks, so my my knowledge of who's popping off in solo queue is pretty weak right now. But my mid laner is telling me that Chime is the pick, so I'm gonna put my faith in Young Sword and take up Chime.
Chime in the support lane there. Okay.
Yeah. So Chime, assuming that is because of Bard, because you pick up chimes, and also, you know, I wouldn't want to play a lot afterwards if I had to be forced to play support and get stuck on Zac support either. So I don't blame you, dude.
Hey, that was the most. Even though I won the last one, that was probably the most fun one that I've had. I'm not gonna lie.
That's awesome.
Fun's what makes the money on Twitch too. You gotta get those clips in.
That's good to know. I wouldn't have guessed. It looked very painful.
No, it was actually so much fun. Yeah.
Sweet.
All right, man. All right, we're gonna give 2 picks to Low Pally here. You're gonna have a little bit of extra time to figure out that ADC. We'll see you in just a moment. Low Pally, you get to fill out your roster here, the jungle and the mid. Doesn't matter what order you do it in. What's your team gonna look like?
Okay, so first I'm gonna get jungle and get Nidhogg.
Oh, the Nidhogg pick.
King Nidhogg.
Yes.
The Nidalee. King.
Eric the homie.
He's played many Twitch
And
rivals
then,
and performed
for-
admirably. What about the mid?
And then for mid, I'm gonna be picking Peckinwolf.
Oh.
Okay.
Peckinwolf, I think, played for FlyQuest Academy last year. So spent a little bit of time there along with Strompist. And then has, again, one of those players that's been hovering around and always like a fantastic player to continue to develop his skill set. So that's a solid roster there, I think, Low Pally, that you put together.
Where do you feel like the biggest strength for your team lies, given these 5 players?
Flexibility and team cohesiveness. Feels like everyone can play a lot of different styles, adjust to people carrying in the game, and we have a lot of carry threats also.
Awesome, man. You've definitely drafted a great team there. I want to give you just a second. Some people in chat have been telling me about where your name came from. Can you tell us the story behind Low Pally?
Sure. When I was 12 years old, I played Halo, and I named myself. So I just took that acronym, and then I used to play like World of Warcraft and Diablo, and I played a Paladin, so Pally is short for that. I just put it together.
Nice. The names always can seem like just like a random, like, I enjoyed the way this sounded until you hear someone explain it there. So, Low Pally, you've got a great team. Good luck in Twitch Rivals on March 31st.
Thank you very much.
Awesome. All right, Metaphor, you got an ADC for me?
Possibly. One sec. I'm trying to think if I should grab a mid laner and throw him down there or an AD. I'm just seeing my options here. I'm messaging some people.
I'm pretty sure.
How much time do I got?
You've got 1:40, so.
Chime, if you're in chat, let us know who you think you should pick.
Oh, we're not winning this COD tournament, I promise. But we're trying to get top 10.
I'm glad.
Looking for that money. There's still a number of ADCs I feel like that have performed admirably in previous Twitch Rivals that haven't been.
Yeah.
Yep. And there's only 2 spots. I can think of 4 off the top of my head already.
We cannot influence.
Yep.
Cannot influence.
I know, that's why.
Though I've definitely tried to influence drafts before, but it's just fun. It's fun when I have someone I'm really rooting for. I was hoping like Bustin would get picked up. There's still a support spot that might grab Bustin, but
influencing the draft.
He can't. I mean, he's not gonna put Bustin in ADC, so there's only one support spot left. I feel okay saying that.
Yeah, and Fogg already knows like who he's gonna draft.
All right, 50 seconds.
Fogg's team of friendship, but also scary. That is a scary team as well.
The many types.
Chat, spam in the chat who you think should get picked up here, because obviously Metaphor is having some difficulty deciding.
He needs some help, chat.
Chat, I'm not reading the chat. Don't bother. They're just trying to get chat interaction. It's not happening.
Chat wants you to draft XQC. So.
Hey man, give us a chat interaction. You're freaking playing a different tournament. You got 25 seconds, Metaphor.
They also Taco keeps getting mentioned.
T1.
Yeah, but
Sneaky.
T1 is not in there.
Saber.
XQC. Piglet. 15 seconds.
Emiru.
I think we're gonna pick Jurassic for AD.
Jurassic. Right. Jurassic did actually get shout out and chat a bunch there, so okay. Jurassic gets picked up. Can you give me any thoughts about this roster, or are you too busy right now?
They're all really high elo players, and honestly, like they're all really individually talented players, and I think that coming together, if we actually scrim, will be a really strong roster. So
yeah,
literally, it's just pure talent. That's just what it is.
This is a talent roster, and that's why whenever Clarence gets picked, I always have to shout out my fellow Golden Guardian Filipino brother, Clarence Mambasag. So I'm glad you got picked up, Clarence. He did well in the last one too. His Varus game was sick.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. All right, thank you so much, Metaphor. Good luck in your tournament. We'll see you later on.
I'm gonna bounce, but thank you guys so much.
Absolutely. See you later. Good luck. Fogged. There's one support spot left. Does Busting get it?
As much as I miss him playing Karthus for me, I'm in talks with Neo, my AD. He says he duels with Mystics, so I'm gonna pick Mystics for my support.
Mystics. I actually don't know Mystics. So what does Neo know about Mystics? Since Neo's the one that
they duo, so they got synergy already.
Okay. I mean, I guess that's all you really want out of a support here as well. What's going to be the key to victory here? You've won at Twitch Rivals before. What's like the most important part to winning an event like this?
I mean, the biggest thing is honestly practice and like actually getting in scrims and whatnot. I've been on teams that have been like really lax on scrimming and like people just not being there in time or just not coming at all, and then we have to get subs and whatnot. And then there's a certain competitive level that you have to be for this kind of thing that sometimes it just doesn't happen. So I picked really competitive players that are all looking to try hard to win, as well as really good synergy.
All right. Well, I like the way his roster looks.
Yep.
How do you feel your roster stacks up against the other two completed rosters?
Let me look at the rosters real quick. Let's see. I'm taking a look at here. I think. Nah, we're the best. Like, just taking a look at it, just plainly, like, we're the best talent-wise. It just depends on how much practice we put in. Make sure we get enough synergy. But yeah, we're definitely the best as far as just individual laning.
Yeah, I mean, I'm honestly just looking at these rosters so far. If you tell me that Fog, Tarzan, and Adrian are all on a team together, I'm pretty scared. So, all right, you guys looking great there. Excited to see you play in the event. Good luck on March 31st.
Thank you.
No problem. All right, Night Blue. Who's the trash mid laner that plays with you here?
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been trying to convince all these mids in the draft to play Taric mid for me and funnel because they're useless, but no one's taking the offer.
So what's your backup plan?
I allowed one of my teammates to pick for me, so we're gonna pick Robbie Bobby here.
Okay.
Robbie Bobby in the mid lane.
I think Robbie Bobby has my favorite username so far of the day.
It's actually Robbie Bob. I just added the BY at the end because it sounds better.
You made his username better.
Yeah, Robbie Bobby. That's what I'm gonna call him from now on. It's a Robbie Bobby mid lane on the winning team. And if he wants to play Tark and funnel me, I'm down.
Okay, I like it. All right, so your roster is now completed. We're starting to get towards the end of this draft. Only 4 more picks left here. You feeling confident with your team?
Absolutely, man. Honestly, with Tyler won at the tournament, the reigning champion of wait, did he win?
TF Blade did.
TF Blade's the reigning champ.
With TF Blade out of the tournament, the reigning champion of last tournament, we're gonna win.
So what I'm hearing is that you couldn't beat TF Blade or Tyler 1, and you needed them to like retire for you to have an opportunity.
You're digging too much into the details, man. Either way, we're gonna win this tournament, and we got the winning squad. I mean, yeah, everyone else is picking for fun apparently, so we got the winning team.
Okay, all right, well, thank you so much, Night Blue. Yasuo, Night Blue thinks your lane's trash, but you've got Trick going up against him. You think Trick's got what it takes to go up against Night Blue?
Sorry.
Bro, for one, Trick's like nearing 55 years old and he could probably still outrank Night Blue. If I did a jungle challenge, I could probably outrank Night Blue. And then, Night Blue's talking about his team's the only good team, the rest of us for fun. Okay, listen, the reason I'm picking for fun is because you see the other captains, they haven't said a goddamn word.
He's picking for fun because he knows he can't win. That's why. Because he knows I'm in the tournament. He knows he can't win. He's just picking for views and for fun.
Okay, you might be right, but that was
disgusting player.
Rude and unnecessary. All right, on to my pick. So I'm gonna go with a special pick. One of my boys actually pulled up to LA the other day. We couldn't chill because I'm self-quarantining right now. I don't touch people. I am being safe. I don't want no virus, no nothing. And I couldn't chill with him, so I couldn't chill with him in real life, but I'm gonna chill with him on the Rift. My boy Benji is my ADC.
Yeah, there it is.
And also, maybe he can give me some more drama so I can get on Reddit again. Hopefully I don't get hate, but hopefully I can get back on Reddit.
Yeah. You don't want LS?
I was thinking I can get LS and put him like top lane or something, because LS ain't jungling for me again. I want a gank. That's why I got
he was so good, though.
Trick's gonna hit that Predator, he's gonna pick volley, he's gonna come flip my lane, so we're good.
Yeah, LS not
I keep looking good, I'll be honest.
Always got to shout out the fellow Golden Guardian. So Benji also spent some time at the bot lane role at Golden Guardians for a little while. So I'm glad Benji ended up on a team. So those are two of the guys that I was thinking were still left. I think that's a solid pick here. With your roster that you have, how do you feel about it? You know, it looked like you went a little bit more for the homies there all the way around.
Yeah, I'm trying to have fun. I've realized playing Twitch Rivals, when you pick the most try-hard team of people who barely speak, only speak, hey, jungle flashes in 5 minutes, jungle flash in 2 minutes and 30 seconds, let's go to red. No, it's not fucking fun because then you end up losing 2 and it's not fun at all. So I'm gonna pick the homies, I'm gonna have a great time, and still I'm gonna beat Nightblue because he's fucking shit.
Well, there you go. El Truco will be leading the way for that one. Thank you, Yasso, for that pick. Looking forward to your team, man.
Do you have a team name in mind?
I might name my team Team Mello. You know, Mello's out here chilling right now, you know. So maybe Team Mello. Mello, come here, boy. Come here. Good boy.
The baby.
Oh, no way.
Dogs.
You've already won in my heart. All right. Nightblue might be my favorite streamer, but this is my favorite team. Easily right here. Thank you so much, Yasuo. We'll see you on March 31st.
Thank you.
He doesn't play fast.
You can work on the training bit. You have a long time in self-quarantine to teach that dog how to fetch.
You got 3 weeks to shot call that one to victory.
Heisendong, you gotta fill us out a jungle here. Who you going with?
Dude, I'm actually surprised Frosty Nomad didn't get picked up. That guy does well in like every fucking scrim that I play against him, play like with him in solo queue. I'm gonna pick that up for my jungler.
Easy. Pick something. He knew exactly where he wanted to go.
All vouching for him, so.
Yeah, you knew exactly where to go with every pick except the Epiphany. You had the Epiphany for Andy Bendy for Papa Chow, but
yeah, that one was just thinking because I realized that there weren't a lot of ADCs picked at the time, so I was like, okay, wait, maybe I just gotta snag that first. But I was thinking of Frosty Nomad the whole time, so it just all worked out.
Man, that feels really good when you had a pick in mind, go a different direction, and then still got that pick, you know, later on there. So awesome. All right, well, your roster is now completed. Is there anyone who's built of the roster that are completed so far that you are kind of keenly looking at as like someone you're gonna have to watch out for and learn how to play around?
Yeah, I think Mo's team might be. It might throw some fastballs on us, so we're gonna have to take care of that. Not underestimate what's going on.
I like that. I like that approach because I think all of those players on Mo's team, although, you know, kind of a little bit bigger personalities, are great players. I'm pretty sure almost all of them have participated.
They're gonna hide behind the fact that they're just trying to make memes and stuff. They're gonna hide behind the fact that they're just doing it for fun and stuff, but they're gonna fucking come out with like strats. They're gonna try hard every day. I know Mo, dude. I know that's just an excuse, so you know.
I like it. It's all a front.
Gets outplayed.
Yeah, no, this is all a big old mind game. This is the Galaxy Brain plays from Yasuo. He's just trying to lull you into a false sense of security, and Heisendong's not biting. Okay, Heisendong, this roster looks great. Excited to see you play on March 31st. Thanks so much.
Thank you, guys.
Antibot, we saw you early on, and now we're getting you right here at the end as well. Who's the lucky top laner that gets to play with you?
You're muted.
Oh no, we can't hear you. You're muted.
Oh shit. Hello?
Yeah,
we got you now.
Oh, you guys are? Okay. Can I get Pie Cake Lord for my top laner?
Pie Cake
Lord? You can get Pie Cake Lord for your top laner.
Alrighty, so your roster is now completed here. What is the strongest lane for your team?
The strongest lane? I mean, I don't know. I feel like
it's not. I'll tell you, it's not. It's not mid lane.
It's probably okay. Yeah, fuck you, man.
Yeah, Alpha Jared.
I'm pretty sure.
Antibot, let's not bring up the stats. You know, you're sent to the grave quite a few times in lane.
Okay. Fair enough.
Oh man, come on, Bo. That's messed up.
Annie, when you play against Yasuo, what's the lane you're just going to be able to just so easily abuse to get the win?
I mean, I probably won't. Like, I'll probably end up like roaming to whatever lane's winning already. So it's not like a particular lane. I picked my jungler first because I want him to be able to help me. You know, if I need to be able to like push out mid or kill mid, and then we can roam together. That's kind of the idea behind that. So I don't know like which lane is gonna be like the strongest one or whatever.
Just keep his mind open. He's ready for whatever comes at him. All right, Annie. Well, thank you so much for drafting the team with us here. Any final words before we let you go? Okay.
Nope.
Sounds
Hey,
good,
Jared,
man. Thanks so much.
Okay, I didn't mean it.
No, I don't. It doesn't bother me. Don't worry about it.
Man, you're such an asshole, Mo.
You're not wrong.
Hey, the show's called Twitch Rivals, not Twitch
about
Friends.
I don't lie about it. Yeah, true.
That's right. All right, cool, folks. Thanks so much, Annie. Shifter or Mr. Saint Vicious here. You want to hop to the top lane and pick a support now?
The big
Yeah, okay, I'll play top in that. I'll pick Dragoon Law. My chat says he's good. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know who 90% of these people are on this list. I guess I haven't played League in a while. But they say he's good, so.
Well, Dragoon Law's played in previous events with us before.
Yeah, they say he's played in like the last 2 Twitch Rivals, and he popped off, so. And he played with Shifter before, so.
Yeah.
I trust.
All those things are all true. I think Dragoon is a solid top laner. How far up or down the list is he? I think he's kind of where he's at there. Maybe he can move up probably like 2 or 3 places in terms of picks, but I think that you get a solid guy that's worked with Shifter before, and I like that pick. So what was this experience like? You kind of got the call from Shifter being like, hey, I need you to fill in Saint. Now all of a sudden you're thrown in there and you're kind of like, oh, I've been out of the game for a little while. What has this been like for you?
Oh, I'm fine. I mean, I play like a little bit here and there, and obviously I'm gonna like practice for this, but I just like wanted to play with like Danny and like some old people I played with before. Just, have fun, like try hard, have something to play for. It's been pretty cool.
Yeah, but the issue is that you just said 2 things that are like diametrically usually opposed from each other. It's try hard, have fun. Like, you used to coach. Like, what's gonna win out here?
I mean, you can have fun and still try. Like, you can enjoy what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't like what you're grinding out and trying to get good at, then it's just not gonna be good. So
sometimes it's fun to try.
I agree,
hard, man.
Saint, and I like your picks. I like your picks, and you don't have sweat on your keyboard like the other captains right now. You're gonna try really hard with your team, and you're gonna enjoy playing with me. Just like
He's right.
Yeah, I know.
Well, Saint, how do you feel Shifter's gonna feel about the team you brought him here?
Yeah, that too.
No, he recommended half these people, so I trust him. I mean, he subjects himself to solo queue every day almost, so I'm gonna trust him.
Awesome. Well, hey, Saint, you got the first pick and the last pick there. You were the first pick. Thanks so much for drafting with us here. And I think that concludes our draft, ladies and gentlemen. This was a pretty crazy stuff. Who do you feel like won the draft, Egon?
I think Jared won the draft because he's the most wholesomest boy ever. That was so cool. Like, I've watched his videos forever, and then just to see him kind of like react the way that he did, and I knew that when we're gonna ask him questions, he was gonna be a little shyer at first, but as he opened up and shared the thought process there, I thought that was super cool. I think in terms of teams, everyone on the bottom half, I think, had a pretty stacked roster, right? I think Fogged with, you can't say no to him, Tarzan, Adrian, that's heavy. That's like heavy hitters right there. And the big question is, but every team has a question. Can this role swapped player work? Can this one unknown support work? There isn't a roster where I'm like, oh, that's fully stacked and there's no holes in it. So that's what I've liked about this draft. Someone had to cut corners somewhere, and I think the biggest value is obviously Tarzan going late to Fogged, but even then I think their support is interesting, and the big question of how are they going to deal with Adrian Riven in the mid lane, or Fogged in the mid lane, both of them known for one champion. Adrian has proved that he can play multiple, but how big is the fall off now if you're switching roles between 2 top laners? That's interesting to me.
Yeah, no, I felt like Fogg definitely got a super, super strong team here, but I'm also super pumped to watch Yasuo and Trick back on a team together. Just bringing it back, just getting over the whole snake situation. I think that'll be kind of a fun closure to that.
Yeah, so. I thought that was really cool and really great that Mo gave some insight on there. Especially
first pick too. Yeah. Just right out of the gate to give us his version of the story, folks. Let's take a look at the teams. They are concluded. We have completed them. Let's take a look at who these people are going to be. It looks like these are the Group A teams. Team Antibot, Shift Shifter, Heisendong, and Lopali. We saw some great options here, and so a few new names, I believe, hitting the riff for the first time. I don't feel like Papa Chow. I don't remember seeing Papa Chow play in previous
Papa Chow
games.
played in the last one. I think he played in the last one or the one before it, but I believe he's played before. So I think looking through, I think Tenacity is new. Tomo and Tails, even though I know of Tails, he's been around for a while. I think this is his first Twitch Rivals. But when I look at these 4 rosters, I think the one that sticks out to me is Shifters. He gets a lot of the same players. What St. Vish is going to do at the support role. We know that Shorter Race has been around for a while. Dragoon and Shifter have had a lot of experience, and Ivani's like a solid AD carry who's played on Twitch Rivals before, dealt with the pressure, dealt with all the adversity, dealt with the scrims, and has performed well. So I think that's a pretty cool roster to keep an eye on, as well as the bot lane of Heisendong. So how will Frosty and Quantum do? We know Quantum can play, but then it's a lot on Frosty, who was the last pick there for Heisendong.
Well, as we can take a look at the Group B teams here, Fogged, who is, again, the current kind of reigning Twitch Rivals League of Legends overall champion. He won the most recent event there. And he got Tarzan and Adrian on his team, but also gotta give a shout out there to Neo and Mystics, who round out his bot lane.
Yeah, for me, Metaphor's roster looks pretty stacked. Like, Misty Stumpy, to me, is, I think, the most, value pick in the draft. Like, I think he's a fantastic player, and it feels like every time he has the opportunity to step up, he always does. And here's another opportunity here, not with his set roster, where he can do that. Very similar to what happened during Scouting Grounds a couple years ago. You get added together with a bunch of different players, and then you've got to perform, and he did over the top every single time. So now going up against some of these captains and players that have been around for a while, it'll be really cool to see.
Yeah, for sure. And Night Blues team over there picking up Joey, one of his first picks that he actually made. Joey Law and Value coming off of that winning team. He was surprised he was left there to still be picked at the end. So definitely be looking out for Night Blue, folks. But that does conclude our draft. It's been a good day.
Yeah, I at the very top, I said there was a lot of talented players in this one in terms of rank and in terms of history of like competitiveness. And there was a great mixture of that competitive nature, plus players that have had experience and maybe they haven't played in the professional scene before, but they've been on Twitch Rivals, whether it was the Roll Robin, the Team Draft Showdown, the TwitchCon Invitational. There's a lot of different levels of experience here, and it's going to be, I think, one of the most explosive that we've seen yet.
All right, well, hey, it's been a lot of fun, and we'll get to see those players play on March 31st, but that's not our next Twitch Rivals show. On the 25th and 26th of this month, we're going to be doing what Shifter and Metaphor were doing. We're going to be playing some Call of Duty Warzone. It should be a lot of fun to see. I'm not going to lie, this is easily my favorite Battle Royale maybe ever. I enjoy how focused it is on just guns and just shooting. None of this like inventory management stuff.
Yep.
Super fast gameplay.
Yep.
It's been a lot of fun.
Yep. The Gulag, baby. Throw those 1 damage rocks.
Yeah, the Gulag into the chimp zone. We'll see what happens, folks. That's the 25th and 26th of March right here on Twitch Rivals. Definitely tune in for that. But for me, Dion, thank you so much for watching today. We'll see you guys later.